Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the first stream. And text messages coming through the audio. Off to a brilliant start. Anyway, I don't know why I decided to start doing these streams. I'm just doing it for fun. I spend the majority of my evenings doing things in the most basic white girl way anyone ever could. I mean, for example, perfect basic white girl scenario right now. I am sitting here under a cozy blanket with leggings on, an oversized hoodie, hair in a messy bun, makeup old from the day, and fluffy socks to keep my little toesies warm, with iced caramel latte from Starbucks, about to play a cozy game while watching true crime videos on YouTube. Full basic white girl setup. It's honestly the best. I decided to, fuck it, stream it. Why not? I recently got made redundant from work. Woo! Very modern white girl basic bitch there. So, I mean, I have nothing to do anyway. Might as well stream what I'm doing and, have a little bit of fun about that. See if maybe any randomer decides to pop into the lovely chat or comment at a later date. Because it'd add a little bit of entertainment to my very empty days. So, yeah, I'm gonna play Crime Scene Cleaner because, I mean, it's fitting with true crime, right? Yeah. Nobody tell me I'm wrong, because I'm not. Yeah, I'm looking up a video on YouTube now to kind of set the... I don't know what I want to watch. There is a lovely... Let me actually... Hold on. First time OBS. Here we go. What's that? Able to put the screen... Well, the game up on the screen for the first time? Hell yeah. I did that. Power to me. Have to be your own cheerleader these days, don't you? Anyway, YouTube video. Okay. Here's one. Oop. Started playing it by accident. Isn't that... Look, I love YouTube, but sometimes I just want to scroll. I don't want the first, 20 seconds of the video starting to play while I'm scrolling, because, well, now you're just interrupting my history with all these videos that, yeah, I probably am gonna watch. Yes, my For You page, no, wrong app, feed is absolutely, telling me what I want to watch. It's pretty darn good, but I don't want to watch it now. I want to watch it later. And the YouTube video that I inevitably fell asleep watching through the night, I want to go back and find easily so I can rewatch it awake this time. And my history is just full of random videos that I did not consent to watch, frankly. I'll stop saying in about 10 years time when I actually train myself to stop it. For now, you're gonna have to do what I... Right, here we go. Interesting video. It's the most disturbing interrogation you've ever seen. That's intriguing, quite frankly. I've seen a lot. I watch a lot of this stuff. Again, basic white girl, yay. I watch a lot of this. There's a lot. I wanted to put on something new because obviously this is my evening and I don't want to watch something I've already watched. This is posted by Detective Strange. Shout out, love. JCS inspired interrogation, meaning there will be, let me guess, it's going to be the full interrogation with like pop-ups of text in the screen here and there to explain what's happening, because I don't pick up on subtleties, and I definitely need it explained to me. Autism, whoop. Again, is autism part of the basic white girl spectrum? Or list? Feature list? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Shout out to all us. Yeah, okay, let's go with this one. The reason why I'm gonna click on it is because the like thumbnail of the video, despite aside from the perfect attention gripping title, the girl in the thumbnail looks like she's gonna piss me off, so that's great. Piss me off means anger me, for anybody who doesn't recognize that Irish turn of phrase. Let me first time OBS. How do I click? Okay, I'm gonna yeah, I'll pop you here. I'll move it around if the if the game like is showing something incredibly intriguing and important to see right in this bottom little corner, or I can make it bigger. Obviously there's no one watching this at the moment. This is my first ever stream. I doubt anyone will ever appear. However, if that does happen, or if you're watching in the future, pop a comment somewhere and let me know, like, hey, you've been doing this badly. Move it. Fix it. Fix your audio. Fix your mic. Fix your life. Can't do that one. Not entirely willing. Can't be arsed. Another Irish turn of phrase. Can't be bothered is what can't be arsed means. Don't think you've picked up on the fact that I'm Irish. I don't know if you've picked it up. Wise ones out there have picked it up. Alright, this is not the first time I've played the game, Crime Scene Cleaner. I played it before, but only for like 2-3 minutes, and then I got distracted by other things and I haven't returned to it. So now this is me returning to it to be cozy and clean up blood. Yay. Yeah, okay. So the like first house that we clean in it is relatively, what is it, like a shitty little apartment or something. Alright, there you go. Proof I don't really remember this game. So it'll be brand new to me. I'm gonna be trying to 100% each of the rooms. Like, I don't wanna like, oh, I'll get away with finishing the job now and get a portion of the payment. No. It's gonna be spick and span. I am not letting my bosses go to jail because of a blood splatter left behind. No blood splatters left behind. And I'm just gonna have this nice true crime video playing as we play along, and you will hear me react to both. Good luck deciphering which one I'm reacting to. Is she angry at the game? Is she angry at the girl who's wearing the shortest of shorts and legs up in the air on a chair during an interrogation? Oh, sit normally. I told you she was going to piss me off. I really hope this girl is the executor of the crime and not the victim. If so, I'm so sorry. Alrighty, let me press play, and hopefully I don't burst your eardrums with whatever. I tried fixing the audio before I started this thing, but like, you can never, or I can never be certain anything's working before I start it. So here we go.
And sat across from detectives insisting.
Alright, I think that sounds fine. Maybe I'm too loud. I don't know.
Emotional. Rehearsed.
Turn you up a little bit.
She repeated it again and again. wrapping
Wait,
in
she
panic
has
and
trousers
confusion.
here. Oh, different day, Shannon. Different day.
I heard him scream from the house.
The detectives didn't argue. They didn't accuse. They let her talk. Instead, they focused on psychological consistency. The small details liars rely on staying untouched. One
Alright,
detective
that
asked
audio
quietly.
seems okay, but now to the game.
Alyssa answered,
I don't know him.
Yeah.
Well, my brother knows him. and
actually.
Jesse knows him.
that contradiction mattered. Then came the pressure point.
What kind of car did this
Oh,
person
sorry,
pick
I'm
up?
sorting something
Alyssa
on the
hesitated.
screen that you hopefully can't
Yeah, I
see.
don't know what kind of car.
Yay,
It was just
yay,
like-
I am
It's a
doing
older
this
vehicle that
correctly.
doesn't
Sorry,
even
I'll
have the
listen.
emblems on
Lock
it.
in.
That single answer collided with eyewitness statements and surveillance. Expectancy violation, where the truth comes from a direction the liar never prepared for. Her story wasn't challenged head on. It was outpaced by facts. By the time detectives asked,
Right, so it's just you and Jesse that live in that house?
and Alyssa finally said,
But there's people in and out of there all the time.
You
know,
can
they-
work hard through
it's
your
like
whole
literally
life,
a ghetto trap
but
kind of
sometimes
thing.
even that's
the lie had already collapsed. She thought emotion
Hold on, I'll pause the video while the game is telling
Become
me a
desperate.
story.
As it turns out, one short call can hold the power to change it all.
Sorry. I can't do this. There we go. I'll remove her face from the screen for the time being while we're focusing on the game. And then...
Mr. Kowalski, I fucked up.
He's messed up.
I'm here.
I'm not sorry. I needed to bail.
Tyler.
Are you serious? We had a deal.
He doesn't sound that...
Just go to
annoyed,
apartment
to
23.
be
I
fair.
hid the key near the door. You won't miss it. Money is inside. Bye.
Son of a...
Be brave. Finish your
That how you
sentence,
raised your
Kowalski.
son,
Son of a
Paul?
what? Son of a what? Okay. That's fine. I'll restart the true crime video because I was talking over it. And then Kowalski started talking. Oh, God, Harry. Harry arm. Good for you, testosterone filled man. Alright, cool. That works. Back to YouTube video. Here we go. Pop you back up and perhaps restart from
would
the
protect-
beginning.
Alyssa
Hello.
Blackburn sat across from detectives
Alyssa
insistent.
Blackburn.
I was down the street because I was walking my dog, obviously.
Simple, emotional, rehearsed. She repeated it again and again, wrapping it in panic and confusion.
And I hid behind a tree.
And where that
I heard him
Jesus house.
scream from the house.
The detectives didn't argue. They didn't accuse. They let her talk.
this how we got it?
Instead, they focused on psychological consistency. The small details
Okay,
liars
drop
rely on
those
staying untouched. One
Can I
detective
just...
asked quietly.
Go home? I'm gonna... Ah!
Alyssa
Oh,
answered.
I don't know him.
codex.
Well, my brother knows him and Jesse knows him.
That contradiction mattered. Then came the pressure point.
What kind of car did this person pick you up?
Alyssa hesitated.
Black car.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of car
It was just black.
It's a
I
older
didn't pay
vehicle
attention.
that doesn't even have the emblems on it.
That single answer collided with eyewitness statements and surveillance. Expectancy violation, where the truth comes from a direction the liar never prepared for. Her story wasn't challenged head on. It was outpaced by facts. By the time detectives asked,
Right, so it's just you and Jesse that live in that house?
and Alyssa finally said,
But there's people in and out of there all the time, you know what I mean? I mean, it's like literally like a ghetto trap, kind of like, you know, you haven't seen the house?
the lie had already collapsed. She thought emotion would protect her story. She didn't realize psychology was dismantling it. Her lies didn't start here. They started all the way from the crime scene. Her lies made the on-duty cop angry, forcing him to say,
Why are you lying to me? You understand me? Stop. Don't start lying to me. You understand what's sitting in there?
but as the investigation began, this case took such a sharp turn that the horrific story even shocked veteran detectives.
For all we know, she did it.
Thanks to the law enforcement agency for providing all relevant footage to me, as without it, I would not have been able to cover the most shocking case of my career. Now, welcome back to my channel. I don't have many followers, but your single comment means a
The key
lot
should
to
be
me.
here
Oh, he does
somewhere.
now. He has followers after this video is created. It's really
On the morning of
good.
October 29,
But subscribe
2022,
subscribe to...
the 1100 block of Medford Avenue wakes up like any other residential street. Quiet, ordinary, forgettable. That illusion shatters when multiple residents call 911 to report gunfire. Witnesses describe a black sedan rolling through the neighborhood, slowing near a modest house, and then gunshots. Quick, aggressive, gone. It has all the hallmarks of a
It was a
drive-by
pretty tough
shooting.
neighborhood from
No
what I see.
confrontation, no suspects
way
left
through
behind,
without finding that
just
key
panic
first.
and uncertainty. Deputies respond, canvass the area, and document what they can. No victims are found at the time. No shell casings easily recovered. The car is gone. The scene goes cold. But the street doesn't relax. It waits. And hours later, it learns why. Just after 2 p.m., the stillness breaks again. More gunshots, this time unmistakably closer. And then something far worse follows. A man screaming for help. This is no longer a distant drive-by. This is personal. Deputies race back to the same address. Adrenaline spiking, unsure if the shooter is still nearby or if they're walking into an active crime scene. Body cameras roll as deputies stack up and move inside. Every step carries
That's where you
uncertainty.
put it.
Every room could hold answers or danger. What they find inside confirms the situation is no longer simple or random or brief.
I'm in.
Oh, he's running.
Inside the home, deputies find 26-year-old Jesse Gagin collapsed on the floor, surrounded by blood. He's alive, but barely. Multiple gunshot wounds mark his chest, abdomen,
Jesse.
and leg. His breathing is shallow and labored. A deputy radios for EMS immediately. Another asks if anyone else is inside the house.
331, we need EMS en route. Gunshot victim inside the house. Anybody else in here?
Jesse manages to speak just enough to complain about his chest, an ominous sign. Paramedics recognize it quickly, a pressure imbalance that could cause his lungs to collapse at any moment. They move fast. Jesse is placed on a soft stretcher and rushed out. To anyone watching, especially someone emotionally attached, it looks frighteningly close to a body recovery. As Jesse disappears into the ambulance, deputies turn to the only person left who can explain what led to this moment. Jesse's girlfriend, Alyssa Blackburn, is hysterical, crying, shaking, talking rapidly. Deputies begin with basic questions.
What happened?
I don't know.
Did you just come home?
Yeah, I was down the street walking my dog and they shot him.
Who shot him?
I don't know.
Did you find him like this?
Yeah, I just had to kick in the back door because nobody was knocking on.
So do you live here?
Yeah, I just moved in.
She claims she was walking her dog down the street when the shooting happened. According to her, Jesse was fine when she left, alive, unhurt. When she returned, he was bleeding on the floor. She adds another detail that feels odd.
I just moved in. Can you call my mom, please?
She says she barely knows the house, claiming she's only been here 2 or 3 days. Her belongings, she says, are still in the back bedroom. She has nowhere else to go. On its own. the story
Honestly,
can make sense.
she's
Trauma
believable.
scrambles memory. Shock distorts time. Deputies keep an open mind for now. The first real problem emerges when deputies ask about the 911 call. Alyssa says she didn't make it. Records say otherwise.
Oh, what?
Rope or something in your
What?
truck?
You can't make the phone call and then be like, oh no, it wasn't me.
Do you live here, honey?
Yes, I live here. I just moved in.
Who is that
What's the
doing with
reason
you?
for saying it's not you?
I was walking my dog and then I tried to come back and the door was locked, so I couldn't get in.
Are you the one that called 911?
No.
Who called 911? Because it was a female.
Confronted with that fact, she changes her answer almost instantly.
Oh,
I called 911 because I heard the gunshots.
What?
That shift matters, not because of the call itself, but because it shows how easily her version bends when pressure is applied. Deputies warn her plainly.
Why are you lying to me? You understand me? Stop. Don't start lying to me. You understand what's sitting in there? I need truth.
I'm the one who did it.
Then don't tell me you didn't call.
Ironically, exactly what the guard must have been thinking when
This is serious.
when he started this
People are hurt.
conversation.
Lies complicate things. Still, they don't accuse her. They listen, they watch, and they start noticing something deeper than panic. They notice patterned inconsistency.
Is there anything that you could tell
I'm
us?
sorry for being rude. I just don't know what's going on.
You can be rude to me.
I'm sorry.
Your boyfriend just got shot. You can
I don't go through stuff like this. Really, I don't. My parents are really good people. And
She's
While
wearing
Alyssa
like
talks,
a nurse's
deputies observe.
uniform.
The house doesn't look like a place someone just moved into days ago. It looks lived in, worn, used, mess layered over time.
They both just moved in here 2 days ago.
I should use the sponge.
Someone else.
This house is not just 2 days lived in.
Sorry.
Outside, deputies quietly compare notes.
Anybody that has any type of beef with him that would want to hurt him?
No, we just came here from Cantonment. We live on Jack's Branch Road, but then again, he's gone all the time.
Has there been people here frequently recently?
I just got here 2 days ago.
Timeline doesn't match the scene. She claims she left briefly, yet neighbors heard gunshots hours earlier. She claims uncertainty about the house, yet navigates it confidently. No one says it outright yet.
Now
The
one of them is
unspoken
dead,
question
and the other
starts
one is
forming.
screwed.
If she's lying, what is she protecting?
Okay, so what are you asking her now?
I was going to ask her if anybody lived here. Yes, lives here, and she says no. She's lying.
With Alyssa offering little clarity, deputies canvass the neighborhood. And suddenly, the fog begins to lift.
I signed it and put the date on there.
Okay.
And then I saw it says on the back, so I signed it and put a date back there.
Okay, and where do you live at?
Right here on the corner of this
Oh,
red
you're,
house.
you're in.
Okay, so read the statement, see what it does, get her under oath.
I don't know if it was, he did a hold your right hand up and all that out here in the street a while ago, so
He did that with you already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then you're good.
Well, read over it.
But you're welcome to call me or whatever if that's not clear. I tried to be as clear as I could.
That's fine.
But I didn't really know a whole lot.
Okay.
I did hear I heard 2 gunshots about 10 o'clock this morning, and I saw a little black car. But come and go and come back. You know, I don't know if they had anything to do with it, but it was it was like they just took off from right over here. I have double windows in my living room right there, and my couch sits the back of it's there, and I sit at the end of the
Should read
couch
that.
and look out here all the time.
Makes
So
sense.
Witnesses describe a black Toyota Camry, old and beat up,
had no fun,
pulling into the
was he?
driveway earlier that day.
Did you hear some gunshots?
yeah, I heard 4 of them.
Over here?
In this house right here.
Okay. Inside or outside?
Inside.
Did you see anybody leave? Any cars?
I just see a black boy and a white boy just get in the car, and I seen the white boy come out with the gun in his hand. He looked up at me. I said, "Oh."
Black male and
I
white
said,
male?
oh, Lord.
And the black boy driving, and the white boy on the passenger side, he the one had the gun in his hand.
What kind of vehicle?
It's like a beat up.
I'm wondering what the twist is, though, because, like, I'm not gonna lie, going into this, I was just like, oh, okay, whatever it is, this girl must have done it.
209.
But 2 people are showing
Two
up,
men
there's
step
witnesses.
out. One white,
Oh,
one
look,
black.
witnesses that they
One
caught.
witness clearly recalls the white male holding a gun. Moments later, gunshots. Then the men run back to the car and flee. Crucially, neighbors identify the man who was shot as the white male who lived at that house.
What? Like 2 days
White
previous?
guy got shot. The one that lives there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's who. They always going back and forth.
With different people?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you ever seen that car in the area before, that white guy?
Always there.
The camera's always there?
Yeah.
The same man Alyssa calls her boyfriend. This wasn't random violence. This was deliberate. The crime now has shape,
Blood.
suspects, a vehicle a target. Back at the house, deputies revisit Alyssa with a narrower focus. They ask a simple question. Does anyone else live here? She avoids it, then partially admits people come and go.
In the last 2 days,
Oh my
has there been people
god,
coming in and
stick
out?
to your story! At least.
That's constant.
I mean, obviously, don't do crap.
No.
Well,
I don't. I work. I have a job.
Eventually, she mentions a man who sleeps on the couch, another who is supposed to be gone.
Does anybody else live here with you and Jesse?
I don't know who lives here and who don't, because there's people here all in and out all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a dude named
what is the set
I mean, he
there?
sleeps on the couch sometimes, I guess. I don't know. Because he was like, I've been letting you stay here because he stayed in tip. But the way they were talking, it sounded like he just got here. You know what I mean? Like,
Each detail arrives late, dragged out under pressure. The picture forming is nothing like the one she first painted.
Fucking has to be, but her time frame is way off, bro. That's the problem. Is she's like, I asked her who called. She's like, not me. I'm like, there was a female, and she was like, okay, I called. And I said, stop fucking lying to me. This is serious.
Hasn't stopped pushing.
And
the
then
product.
she said, this happened. She's saying that she left to go walk the dog, came home to this.
Where's the
And
dog?
the time frame is not fucking 4 hours ago. Because she's saying she heard the shots.
So it wasn't.
Oh my god, yeah.
I guarantee you it was.
This wasn't a quiet couple settling into a new place. It was a revolving door house with multiple occupants, and potential witnesses Alyssa didn't mention until forced to. Her story isn't just incomplete, it's selective.
Alright, so,
Get chill. Bullshit she giving me. For all we know, she did it.
With the scene exhausted and Jesse fighting for his life at the hospital, deputies make a decision. Alyssa needs to be questioned away from the noise in a controlled environment. She and her mother are taken to the sheriff's office.
God, her poor imagine being a parent and finding out that your daughter's doing something. I'm claiming too soon. They have not claimed she's done something. They're just suspicious.
Everybody's been fucking hating me.
Don't matter.
Not even just cause of that.
The people that matter don't. That's all that matters.
He's alive.
That guy was clearly missing a screw.
Thank God, like real shit. Thank God I wasn't like at Williams.
At this point, might as well sell some drugs on the side.
Sorry to overlay of those comments in this video. A little bit inappropriate. Apologies.
Wow, if he survives.
So he's in critical condition. Or are they lying to her?
I don't know how to do it.
Well, I'm gonna turn up the video sound because I can't hear it. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Where's her shoes? Why is she barefoot? Oh, did they take her shoes? She would have retract my angry explanation because she probably would have, if she called in the crime scene, she probably would have walked on blood and they took it as evidence. Amazing she doesn't have any blood on the rest of her.
Like I said, just sit back and relax as much as you can.
Oh, you know what? My ma would say something like that to me in this situation, and it would probably anger me so much. And a lot of things anger me, just because.
First
like,
thing Alyssa
how
does
could I relax?
is warn her mom.
How could I
There's
relax?
a camera, there's audio. That's not a random detail to notice and panic. It's awareness. And for detectives, awareness usually means one of two things: experience or fear of what the recording might capture.
Yeah. Nothing. She was just clowning on you.
Oh, you're not the same cop.
Hey, Len, I got him. Okay, I gotta go.
I thought it was David
Alright,
Preston.
What's that?
I thought you were David Preston.
David Preston, you know David? How do you know him?
Experience.
Experience?
Yes.
I got in trouble. Only 2 times I've been in trouble. I didn't want to be really.
Gotcha. Well, I'm investigating Martinez. I work with David, so I know him. Yeah.
He's good at what he does.
Yeah.
For real.
Preston? Oh, yeah, thank you.
He's very good at what he does for real.
So,
Wait,
and fair, I can say that.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
I mean,
If I
this is my
compliment you
supervisor,
enough, you
Sergeant
won't
Park.
be suspicious of me. Is
So,
that the
here's my
game
card.
plan?
you get him.
And on the back is my cell phone number.
Okay.
So, we were called over to Medicine. Okay.
Yeah, I called.
You called. Okay.
She's admitting
So-
it now.
That being said, we want to get some information as far as like how long you guys been living there, who lives
Like
there.
2 days, 2-3 days. ago.
Okay.
Just
Is
got
the
to,
map corroborating that? The
If I have my
2-3 days?
phone, I can tell you exactly, but they wouldn't let me get my phone.
Okay.
I know, but it wasn't in.
How would you
I
know
can't
if it's
fucking remember where it
2-3
was.
days?
Well, let's
How
start with
would you not
something
know
that you do
exactly?
remember. You said, where did you guys move from?
Jack, well, where was
They've been living
Oh, that
out
would
there.
annoy me.
Okay.
We moved from, well, from there.
Me and
no.
Jesse have been together
Nope.
since June. and then we lived a lot of places. But
Okay.
at his
Jesse.
mama's house on Jack's Bridge Road.
What's Jesse's last name?
He's got 2.
Okay.
When he went to prison, he just got out of prison 4 months ago.
She
when
cannot
he was in prison,
answer
it's
a
Jesse.
question straight.
I think it's Jesse Donegan's.
When Alyssa
I know
says she
what
knows
she's
Detective
trying to
Preston
do,
through
like being-
experience, she's accidentally revealing a lot. Investigators aren't just
I
hearing
should
her
choose.
story, they're hearing her comfort level with the system. And that changes how they interview
Her what
her.
level?
Less
Comfort level.
hand-holding, more precision, more verification.
All right, so it's just you and Jesse that live in that house?
No, we weren't really living there. It's like we kind of just moved our clothes in and kind of stayed, you know what I'm saying? I guess he had asked the person or dude, I don't know. I know it's supposed to be a girl and a boy who originally lived there, right?
Okay.
And I guess she got kicked out because they broke up. I don't know, I never met her. That's before I came along. When I came along, there's 2 males there and it was Jesse. But there's people in and out of there all the time, you know what I mean? I mean, it's like literally like a ghetto trap kind of like you haven't seen the house, but the whole house is like trashed. You know, I tried to clean it up and I'm kind of stuff because I have nowhere to go.
Here's the moment her 2-day story collapses. She calls it a ghetto trap, house with people constantly coming and going. That's not just background, it's motive territory. Because in a house like that, secrets don't stay secret, and conflicts don't stay verbal.
But there's a dude named Logan for sure. I know because he sleeps on the couch, and I know he was getting help from somebody, the dude who lives there, I guess, on a regular, trying to get off of drugs.
Okay. Is Logan a black male, white male?
He's white.
Okay.
Yeah, he's tall. He's real tall. It's like
Using
Like
mop
real
here
tall,
is
you know,
pretty
like
much as ineffective as mopping around.
Anything distinguishing about him? Tattoos, like facial tattoos, heart tattoos?
he's got facial hair, but it's not long. It's just scruffy, but it's not patches.
Okay. Are you friends with any of these guys on Facebook or have a social media page?
I don't know any of them. I just moved in with Jesse.
Detectives push for the timeline because time is a lie detector. The moment Alyssa adds names, Logan, then a second roommate, her story becomes testable. And once a story becomes testable, it becomes dangerous for the person telling it.
I don't fucking know, dude. Don't make mistakes.
What about vehicles? Anything that's, you know?
He just got arrested for a GTA. I just was talking to the other officer about it. He just got arrested for
Stabbed to death.
Oh, Jesse's in.
Allegedly,
I didn't know I'd have to be
self-defense.
specific.
Yeah, because now we're talking about.
Oh
Logan,
yeah,
we're
that
talking about
means
the people that live in the house,
self-defense
so
in
one
the
safety.
back.
Jesse we just got him bonded out. And he was
I have it on
arrested for a
Wednesday, I
GTA,
think.
yeah, for a GTA charge.
I actually saw it on the.
Yeah.
What vehicle?
I never seen it.
Okay.
I heard, I don't know if it was Tahoe or Suburban, some kind of SUV, but I know that he got caught at the Circle K. I wasn't with him though. This is, like I said, he goes off and does his own thing.
And today, just run through what, starting from the day that you guys were together, and then.
What do you mean?
Start from what did you do today?
Oh, okay.
From when you got up.
I woke up on the couch and Logan was on the couch across from me. I wasn't in bed because I fell asleep. I write in my journal because I write because I don't know how to talk about stuff. You know what I mean? Like everybody's got trust issues, but like I don't know. I got real bad trust issues, I guess. So I was writing in the journal, fell asleep, and Logan was sitting on the couch with me and I woke up. And Jesse was sitting in his chair. It's in the living room wherever he was walking. And I called my mom and dad. She's not supposed to go over there. There's voicemail. See if we called them. I don't remember exact time.
You called at 9 something. You
Yeah,
called us
but
at
the
9
other dude that lives there, he wasn't there. She was supposed to go to get a hotel room with a girl the night before, so he wasn't there.
Who's that?
I think his name's Keith.
Underestimate Dad's
It
strength.
starts with a K, and I'm pretty sure it's Keith.
Yeah,
But
it's
he
Keith.
wasn't there at all.
When deputies push past the crying and ask who actually lives in that so-called trap house, Alyssa finally gives ground. She mentions a tall, white guy who sleeps on the couch, and another person who was supposed to get a hotel room. For the first time, detectives have something solid. Names and potential witnesses, not just chaos. And they can already feel it. She's been holding back. Things were about to spiral.
She has somebody else come and get her to go through her paperwork for work and stuff like that because we're moving. And then, and I don't know who it was.
It doesn't end up working out because I went to FedEx and stuff like that. And then I got.
Did this person come pick you up? Did you call them to come pick you up, or they just showed up?
It's a friend. I don't really know him like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't call him, but
she has several friends that picked her up and takes her places. So I don't know
all the time. Like in my papa's house, everybody knows where my papa lives. Like I don't know why I do that because I should never show anybody where my fucking family lives. But I got dropped off down the street because nobody was supposed to know that we're staying there. But how Jesse is. Jesse doesn't like anybody to know where we stay at all because what he does, and obviously y'all know what he does, you know what I'm saying, because I told the police. I don't know if y'all talked to police yet. Yeah, okay, cool, yeah. And,
So what does he do, sell drugs?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't even know if I just used that.
Girly knows.
Yeah, he sells drugs. He sells drugs.
And what kind of car did this person pick you up in?
A black car.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of car
it was. Just black.
It's an older vehicle that doesn't even have the emblems on it.
Did you see it?
I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, it was black. It was
Looked
black.
like it was spray painted?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It was.
I know it was black though. I didn't
Like
pay
old
attention.
Toyota or something like that?
I don't know.
It was definitely a small sedan.
What's the sedan? It says car, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, baby.
Okay. Well, that's
I think it's 4-door.
Yeah, no, it's 4-door because I got it in the front.
The back windows, they got real dark. I don't know if
They
it's
all have
dark
tint.
tint
They
or
all
if
have
it's the tint's messed
They all
up. You
have
can't
tint.
see in it. But it is a black car, and like I said, it's an older. It's like it's
It's not a new car.
It's like it's a car somebody's had for a while, and they've been working on it, and
It's not a new car at
stuff
all.
like that. So it's hard to
If
tell.
it was the guy that picked you up,
Yeah.
what's his name, the guy that come and got you?
I don't know him. That's what I'm saying.
Well, how'd you call him?
Jesse, I didn't call him. I said I didn't call him.
Oh, he just showed up at the house?
Yeah,
How'd you
my
probably
brother. Well, my brother knows him, and Jesse knows him, and all that stuff like that. Like he comes around all the time, and hangs out with him. I don't associate myself with people that he does. I'm not allowed to even be at the house by myself.
Is he white or black?
He's white, for sure.
Can you describe him to us?
He's kind of ghetto.
I know he's ghetto. He's got tattoos.
Yeah.
You can tell he's been to jail.
This is the first hard connector to the street, the black sedan. No emblems, dark tint, older Toyota vibe. Those aren't emotional details, they're investigative details. And now detectives don't just have a story, they have a vehicle to hunt, cameras to pull, and a driver to identify.
Neighbors calls.
Why didn't nobody stop?
I can tell you when we left the house, and that'll.
Why didn't the cops stop?
To go pick her up.
If they were called out and then drove by, why didn't they stop?
Well, they drove, somebody called,
I called her.
somebody called a drive-by, no contact, they drove in the area. This guy that picked you up that you say is kind of ghetto or whatever, did he have like a flat bill cap on?
No,
he didn't have any hat
He had no
on.
hat on.
Dark hair?
No, I don't know. He's blonde. Or no, he's like.
Honestly, I didn't pay attention to it there. I only talked to him, spoke to. I didn't talk to him at all. I talked to him through the window.
What's your brother's name?
No, I'm not getting my brother involved because he's already
No.
No, I understand now. He's not in trouble. We're just trying to figure out what this guy's name is.
I know. I just don't want him. His name is Christopher. I don't want my brother getting involved. He's
Your
not.
brother-
Chris's name is.
I don't even want him to know because he'll be so mad. For real.
Is he in county jail?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's already been to prison.
This has nothing to do with Christopher. He just knows.
No, that's fine. But
I told them that
yeah,
Chris
Christopher. If Christopher knows his
I just
name,
don't want my brother to get
he's
trouble.
not. He's helping you out because now we have a name, and we can see if this car because there's cameras. Unfortunately, you moved into a neighborhood that's not.
I know.
Not very safe.
But here's the thing: you have neighbors around you that have
scared to call
cameras, so if we
We
can
do?
see this car, yeah. And that's why I looked said we
I
see the
called
car.
her
At
at
least we can.
9:41 to tell that we were on our way to her.
I was scared
So
to call
She was
y'all.
still at home.
Like, what do you mean why?
Yeah, why?
What do you mean?
We're out there to help.
You're not supposed to call the police in that neighborhood for real.
Oh,
I mean, I'm serious.
No, that's the problem with the world.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't look at that's like I said. Like I'm not gonna.
She
look
obviously
at it like
don't
that.
agree because she
You know
called
what I'm
y'all,
saying?
but
I didn't want him to die. Like I don't understand. Like Everybody left it there, the neighbors, and I know they fucking heard it, because I heard Al walking my dog down the street, bro, and I hid behind a tree, so I know everybody around there heard it, and it was more than twice. He only got shot twice, so I know there was more than twice that they fired a gun off, for real.
Up to this point, Alyssa's been controlling the narrative with emotion, crying, panic, confusion. But the clock is catching her, because somewhere outside that room, detectives are gathering evidence that doesn't care how upset someone looks.
I don't know. I don't know.
You can tell,
You don't remember?
particularly by the stance of the guy to the very left. He does
I did just
not
get off the phone with
care about her tears.
You're fucking lying! You swear to God! You swear to God!
Oh, wow.
No! Don't touch me!
What?
Don't you fucking touch me! Where's my dad?
Well, he's obviously not here.
Please get me.
Oh my God, the man doesn't care. He's not here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, girl. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get you out of here. Raise your right hand.
I'm not doing a fucking thing.
Somebody killed your boyfriend and you don't want to
Yeah, I called the police. I tried to save his life.
We're here.
She's just upset.
But you
I can't believe if y'all would have
lied,
fucking let me
and
go to
you
the
were like,
hospital.
oh no, I didn't call that. Oh, that's my man.
I know you don't understand. I tried to make him do better, bro. I tried. I'm the only one who gave a fuck about him.
Oh Jesus, no, I'm haunted by my lack of skills with basketball, no.
Police when he overdosed twice, not even.
The moment Jesse is confirmed dead, Alyssa's tone flips into pure chaos.
Oh,
Rage,
alright, I was
Detectives let
not
it
paying
run
attention,
because people
and I
leak
didn't
truth
realize,
when they lose control. And from this point forward, the case isn't
yeah,
what
I didn't
happened,
realize
it's who
what the
helped it
hell
happen.
is wrong
Before
with
he
me.
came in here, he said he knows who did it and who he can get us hooked up with that person and everything else because he tried catching up with you at Tom Thumb yesterday. So, before we get to all the details, who is that person that actually pulled the trigger?
Jacob Colville.
Okay, who was the black guy that was there with him?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Okay, if you were shown a picture of him, would you be able to possibly recognize him?
Should be able to.
Okay, and we'll get that squared away because I can't use the same one. You know how that would just move. You know a nickname for that guy at all?
I have no clue who he was.
You've never seen him before?
No, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, none at all.
So, Jacob Colville, which obviously, that's who we've been looking for and talking with, everybody's been saying it. So, let's go from the very, very beginning of the day, okay? So you wake up, what was that, yesterday? So all the days are bleeding together. So you wake up yesterday, and what happens?
I woke up yesterday, actually, in the shed next door to my house.
That's peculiar.
Yeah, I know it sounds very strange. I've been uncomfortable in my own home enough to the point recently where I didn't even sleep in my own house.
Okay.
And I woke up, and whenever I went next door, I rode around on a bicycle that night. And okay, so I go home, and as soon as I walk through the front door, there's another individual there. His name Logan.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he speaks to me, and he says, "You wouldn't believe what happened this morning." And he says that Jesse Arnold and I'm sorry,
You're good.
I have bad anxiety.
You're good, man. Like I said, just chill out and get some water.
Oh, same. I also have bad anxiety.
Yes, sir.
No, I don't.
Yeah, so he says, you wouldn't believe what happened this morning. He said, I believe, what was it? Colville showed up with his two kids in the car.
Investigators chase those leads through phones, old contacts, and local records until one of Jesse's roommates is sitting in the interview chair. Before they even get deep into the timeline, he drops the headline, "It was Jacob Colville." Now the random drive-by suddenly has an identity, a connection, and motive potential. And that's when the case starts turning ugly.
Colville showed up with his two kids in the car and got out and started an altercation with Jesse. And this is all over a female. This is all over a girl. What's her name? Alyssa Blackburn, I believe.
Alyssa.
Yeah, Alyssa. And then he says, and he shot like 2 shots in my front yard. I believe, at Jesse. Jesse tried to charge him. this is all over.
Right. Oh,
I guess Colville's in love with his
wash you, sir.
girlfriend or
Sorry.
something. I'm not even sure if the girl liked if she liked the other or not. Went into that room. And I guess he didn't. He wasn't expecting. I guess he wasn't expecting him to have somebody else with him and whatnot. Or I'm not sure what was going through his mind. Well, as soon as I see Colville pull in the driveway, I open the front door and go out to confront him. And he says, oh yeah, I'm sorry, Alyssa was with him. The girl was also with Colville. And she goes by first. She goes inside the house, and I'm sitting there, and I want to talk to Colville. And when Alyssa walked into the house, Logan said, Jesse's in the hall. He whispers that Jesse's in the bedroom. Jesse's here at the house. So that's whenever she comes back out the front door and says he's here. And then Jacob Colville and the black guy. That's when they pretty much stormed inside the house, and they made it. It was when Colville got out of his car in my driveway, he had 2 guns in his hands. Like,
what kind of guns were they?
I'm not sure.
Need to empty the trash can first.
I wasn't watching. I did not have my head turned towards down the hallway, but there was 2 gunshots, and I hear screaming. And there's 2 gunshots, and then by the time I look down the hallway, I see Colville backing up, like with the guns on Jesse, and Jesse looked like he had blood right here, maybe like in the stomach, and then in the upper the chest or the shoulder.
In one interview, the roommate hands detectives the missing puzzle piece, the DVR system, meaning the shooting is on video. He also lays out the backstory, tension between Jacob and Jesse, and the claim that it all centered around Alyssa. On the footage, it's not a messy accident, it's controlled. Jacob moves down the hall, aims, and keeps firing as Jesse collapses. This wasn't street randomness. This was targeted, and the fallout was just beginning.
I'm not gonna lie though, this is pretty bang average, if I'm honest, for a crime. What's the shocking twist? What's the worst crime ever? Big title here. Come on, I want more than...
You said you don't think it's any of those?
2 men fight over woman. 1 man shoot.
If any, it's number 1.
Unfortunately, it's quite common, so not as entertainment. Although, look, I should.
Definitely not.
You know, this is
most definitely not. It's kind of a skinnier built guy, like more narrow, tall, like narrow, slender. Yeah, definitely not. Possibly, but he didn't have a mustache. That could be what's throwing that off. But I don't. I honestly don't even think it's any of it.
Okay.
And I've only seen this guy at one event at one time, so.
Gotcha. So,
yeah, his facial.
It doesn't really look like any of these, but number 1 is the one that looks most similar to it.
Yeah, if I were to have to pick one, I'd say. There's number 1.
Okay.
Is there
Gotcha.
a reason why?
Thanks, sir.
Possibility that's not him.
Okay.
Oh! I'm just gonna put you down. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, no. There we go.
Alright.
Sorry.
Thanks, sir. I'll be right back with you. Okay.
With video and descriptions, detectives start matching faces. The roommate identifies the unknown black male as Lawrence Bonner Jr. Then another piece of the escape plan surfaces. The black Toyota Camry is found burned to the frame under a bridge, an obvious attempt to wipe evidence. But instead of erasing the trail, it basically confirms there was a trail worth burning. The situation just escalated.
What about whenever Koval and the black guy come in, and do you say anything to him about Jesse being there?
I said something to her. She comes in, and I tell her that he's in the back room for them to leave.
Yeah.
I thought they were showing up because they didn't know he was there. I didn't know the black guy was in the car. I thought it was Koval and her. So I thought they were showing up because they didn't think Jesse was there. So I told her when she came inside, I said, he's in the back. So go.
Like you need to leave.
Like you need to leave. And then they come in with guns and shit.
You said that the very first drive-by that happened in the morning,
Yes,
I just want to make sure I understand it correctly. So Jesse ran out after they fired some shots. Jesse ran out and fired a couple shots himself.
No, Jesse didn't have.
Okay, he didn't have a gun at all. Okay.
Jesse didn't have a gun.
Oh my god.
Okay, so they show up, but Jesse was home, saw him at that point in time, saw him, knew who did that shooting in the front yard earlier in the morning, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did he ever go outside and confront them at that point, or what happened on that one?
Jesse? Did Jesse go outside and confront him?
Yeah.
Jesse went outside after knowing that
money.
he had a gun.
least
Koval
he
had a
didn't
gun in his
screw me
hand. He was walking up to the house with a gun in his hand. Jesse
Am I able to?
said, "What, motherfucker? You know what?"
happened up
And
there?
he goes out there, no fear.
Oh!
And Koval just fires off a couple shots.
Seems like our guy
Not to
had
him, but to
another
scare him.
hobby.
Two.
It
Two?
didn't scare him. 'Cause he kept rushing the car.
Okay, but Jesse did not have a gun himself.
I feel sorry for you.
When the other roommate is
Some sort
interviewed,
of come sniffing
Alyssa's
around.
walking the dog
I
story takes a
could get in
direct
trouble.
hit. He backs up the Camry, describes the search through the house, and says Alyssa indicated Jesse was in the back. He even recalls Jacob saying, "I ain't going to shoot you," while firing anyway. Pure manipulation in real time. At this point, Alyssa's narrative doesn't just wobble, it breaks.
And then hopefully the courts will show leniency that you've helped out and you've been honest. That shit went down fast or however it
Yesterday,
went
I was
down.
a
But
ordinary
not
janitor.
saying nothing, that video
Now,
makes you
I'm
look
dragging a
guilty
dead
as
girl
hell,
to
bro.
court.
Makes you look like
But
just
I have other
cold-hearted.
people to look out for.
And of course, we have outside video too. We can read to show
Of
that.
course. Of course we have
Action
outside
shots.
video too. I
That's
love
pretty
that.
damn.
Love the sass on that,
You
man.
know, he offered me a ride. I took the ride, right? When we pulled up at the house, man, this on everything I love, man. I got a dead mom, I got a dead on my dead daughter, man. I didn't know none of this was finna happen,
Oh
man.
god, sir.
When we go up in the house, you telling me that this dude did some of your kids, man. That you want to fight this dude about your kids.
That's what he told you?
Yeah.
Said this dude had fucked with his kids?
Yeah, we pulled up at the house. The girl in the car, the girl like, yeah, that motherfucker, whoop. And then he was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat his motherfucking ass about my kid.
She said that?
No, that's what he said.
What did she say?
She was just like saying that the dude was selling, but something about the busted the windows or some shit like that though. But anyway, so.
And then old girl, she's knocking on the door trying to get in.
Yeah.
And then she comes back to the car. And she throws something in the car, and then she goes and walks her little fucking dog around the corner. Right? Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll walk back outside, and y'all get in the car. And where's the girl? Does she get in the car with y'all?
Yeah, she had them ran up.
Okay.
Detectives surround Bonner's home, bring him in, and put him face to face with the DVR footage. The moment he sees it, the tough act fades. He admits he was there, admits Alyssa was in the mix,
piece of
and
junk
admits
still
he supplied the
Oh my
gun
god, it
used in
probably
killing.
is. Oh,
Now, the
secret.
case has
Oh.
structure.
This is
Shooter,
the thing.
accomplice, and the person at the center of the motive. And with Jacob already identified,
cute.
Alyssa's next interrogation isn't a conversation anymore. It's the moment the decision gets made. So detectives bring Alyssa back in again. Only this time, they're not asking what happened. They're showing her what they already know.
Wait, so when I was annoyed at the beginning of this, because she was in like short shorts, this is her returning for another chat. So she knew she was talking to police and wore short shorts. I judge that. I shouldn't judge that, but like just, I don't know. I don't know. I've never been interrogated by the guards, but I just kind of feel like it's a business casual situation, dress code wise. I don't know. But also, look, say the word lawyer up. Not that I want to defend this woman, but like, just come on, nobody ever.
Not like a baby killer or something like that.
You're bad at talking. Recognize you're bad at lying and talking.
So I have to read this to you. Again, doesn't mean you're right. So
Oh.
okay.
The tone
Secrets.
is completely different now.
Go
Alyssa
back
isn't at
up.
the scene anymore. She's in a controlled room.
Oh.
And investigators are no longer collecting info. They're cross-checking.
Secrets.
Notice how she keeps talking about jobs, depression, being clean. She's building sympathy before the hard questions start.
It's because everything's locked up here.
Gotcha.
All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used as evidence against you in court. You have the right to have a lawyer present while being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer will be appointed for you without cost before questioning. If you wish to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering questions at any time. Do you understand those rights?
Yes. Secret discovered. Hell yeah.
Roses
Roses are red, just like my blood. Now I'm feeling sober, but my dad's still a cunt.
Oh.
Can't count on him or anyone else. No one ever gets me like my dead girls do. This is not a good poem. Poem number 3.
I feel like.
It's like some poets said.
Not really.
Man is the most sinful predator on
No,
All
I'm
right.
just really depressed. I actually got off that phone.
Oh, yes.
You gotta get
Months ago, yeah, honestly. I've never seen radio.
And like I said, the reason you're in here is so we can go over some stuff and get some clarification on things, alright?
Money.
But yeah, no, I'm not on drugs yet. I've been clean for since a little bit before I met Jesse.
So 4 months or
Well,
something.
give or take, but I also I relapsed a couple months ago. I went to my parents about it, and I'm saying like, it's really kind of like a coping mechanism for all this straight doing things.
This is not the way.
You were saying, well, but then you ain't high no more. They're still right there.
Exactly. Exactly. My brother was a drug addict too.
Steal.
Yeah. He's kind of the one that raised me.
Nothing else I can steal. Yeah.
My parents raised me, but my mom, she don't really know anything about anything. She didn't smoke cigarettes, you know what I'm saying?
Your mom worked?
No, she never worked. She never had to. My daddy always had a good job.
Where's he work? Or is he
He's a
retired?
turbo captain.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that make that money.
Yeah.
Does he still leave and go do that?
Yeah, but he used to leave for a month at a time and then come home for 14 days. But now he goes out 20 days and he's in 20 days. So.
Does he go out of like, Louisiana or something, or where?
Do I have to clean up
his port is out Louisiana, but he goes all over the place. He'll be down in Chicago one day, and the next day he calls, he's in freaking, Mexico. Not really, but like, you know what I mean?
That's
They live on the
Oh my
He
god.
runs,
Oh
he used to
my
run,
god.
Mississippi Railroad.
Right.
We'll give him a second. This computer's being shit.
I told you so.
Oh, don't say that to it.
What I'm telling you
Told you
is
so.
the Samsung Chromebooks, them things work. That's what I got.
When a detective reads Miranda again, that's a signal. This isn't just a conversation. This is evidence being locked in. Alyssa tries to frame herself as cooperative and honest, but police aren't judging her emotions. They're watching for one thing. Does her version survive contact with the video?
Earlier,
What I'm telling you is the Samsung Chromebooks, them things work. That's what I got.
I'm just gonna check something.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about this stuff. It's just, you know what I'm saying, materialistic items. But, I mean, if I could have them back and don't have to buy them again, you know what I'm saying, with people. But, I mean, my parents do have.
I hate to say it, but that's
that's
me. Like, oh no, I don't care about materialistic items, but I do. If I could have it, that'd be
So
great.
there's stuff I go here. I want you to look at some stuff.
Clean, clean, clean.
Okay.
So, we're gonna play the film.
Y'all finally got it?
Yeah.
Thank God.
But there's some things we need to go over and discuss.
Alright. Oh.
Yeah, because they were like, you know, I was like, this video footage changing somewhere. It's got to go somewhere. I mean, even if it's not.
I know. Why do they? I think they're posers.
Is that him that just passed?
Oh.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
This is the first time I came.
No, this was
Okay.
Then no,
Clean,
we
clean,
didn't
clean.
pass by it.
No, it's
Get rid of all this. I'm doing way more. I'm happy to be stealing from this guy. He did not pay me enough for this.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember.
That's why he ran away, the coward.
Have you used that day?
Huh?
Have you used any dope that day?
Can I
I
think?
don't think so. I don't really. I don't think so, because I went.
Ring in.
Barnes.
1 second.
There's another body, isn't there?
It's my daddy.
Yeah, hey there.
Alright. Oh, weed. Can I? I mean, this is.
Okay, I'll send somebody
Maybe
down.
I suppose it's legal now.
Alright.
Right?
Oh, that's fine.
I don't know where they're based.
I'm not in trouble, right?
Yep.
I'm
Steal, steal,
the
steal.
whole 100% honest truth that somebody knows it. You need to figure out who did it. Did y'all get the
Steal,
keys from
steal,
the car?
steal.
So,
Steal,
what
steal,
we need
steal,
to-
steal, steal.
Yes. Oh, yeah. but that's why he has warrants out right now.
It was Colville.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You'll see that video.
Then it hits. Detectives confirm they already know who shot Jesse.
Things change
Colville,
from really,
and
really
they've got
bad
the camera
to
footage. Alyssa thinks that helps
horrible.
her, but it actually traps her. Because once video exists, every I don't remember becomes a problem you can rewind.
Can I do this?
So,
no.
He's going out
Second
to get somebody to get your day.
erase your
but
artwork.
something
You
we
don't
need to
deserve
discuss.
your pride in these
So,
paintings,
obviously,
sir.
we have the video now, we have your statement. There are not necessarily inconsistencies, but things maybe you didn't remember. Okay? First thing I want to talk about is what you're...
Not creepy.
Go ahead.
Carrying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a gun.
Why do you have a gun?
Because Kobo gave it to me because mine was taken. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, it's for protection. I carry it everywhere I go, even though it's illegal, because I am in the line of work that I'm in. Or not in the line of work that I'm in, but they're in the line of work that they're in. You get what I'm saying? If they have problems with people, that means allegedly they have problems with me. Do you get what I'm saying? And I don't wanna... Jesse wanted me to carry a pistol with me.
So why do you have the pistol out right now, though?
It was in my lap because I carry it in my waistband like a dude, if you will.
But why would you carry it back to your home?
It wasn't. I carry it everywhere I go. I carry it everywhere I go.
Because see, right now you have it tucked inside of between your purse and your body.
Yeah.
So you come here, door's locked, you knock.
Black doors right there. Keith comes and opens the door. I'm kicking the door in because I'm like, dude, my dog's in there. I can hear him barking.
Here's the first major rupture, the gun. Alyssa admits she's carrying a pistol, given to her by Colville, because she's around that life. That destroys the innocent bystander picture. To detectives, the question becomes, why is the girlfriend armed, and why is the weapon connected to the shooter?
I told you I tried to kick the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then Keith eventually comes and opens the door.
If I bail,
So grab my
the
dog.
cops will find out what happened here, sooner or later.
Then
This
Keith,
might
Logan
lead
was
them
on the
to
couch
Tyler.
and Keith was standing up as he
Tyler
opened the
will
door.
surely
I didn't see Jesse at this point in time. I guess Jesse was in the back room where my bedroom is. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you enter the room, do you know Jesse's there at that time?
No, I didn't know Jesse was there.
Did anybody tell you Jesse was there?
Logan said Jesse's not here.
Who said that?
Logan said Jesse's not here.
No, we interviewed both of them today.
Okay.
And they both gave us a different statement that's consistent with them.
Damage.
They said that Logan admitted that he told you, hey, Jesse's in the back room.
He didn't tell me Jesse's in the back room. I swear to God, he didn't. He looked at me and he didn't even say anything. He mouthed the words, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, what? And then Keith walked in. Because this is what I'm going to get my dogs to.
Killed you.
Well, I'm just telling you what he said because Keith heard it and was able to say, yeah. And when I talked to Logan, Logan tells me the reason he was telling you was because he didn't want any more issues between Koval and Jesse.
Yeah. Or maybe I misunderstood and I thought that he said he wasn't there. Oh, that's whenever, look, that's whenever we're talking about how Jesse's not there and stuff like that, because he's like, Jesse's here, Jesse's not here.
That's very vintage. Just like
And Keith's like, I don't know why, Jesse's not here. And I got a pistol in my hand, of course, because I had it in my...
And then you put it back in the car.
No, I don't think so. No, I didn't put it in the car because I had it inside. I had it with me whenever I was walking my dog. And my dog.
They both got pistols in their hands.
I didn't see him whenever they got out, though. I didn't know.
We have both in his pocket.
Because we talked to Mr. Bonner's been placed under arrest.
Yeah, we arrested him today.
And he told us a little bit different story, too.
What'd he say?
We'll get to that in a second.
I know, I know.
What a rotten luck.
Now the
And not having to
interrogation
cover up
turns
for a
surgical.
serial killer.
Investigators bring up Logan and Keith, two witnesses who gave matching statements. Alyssa insists Logan said, Jesse's not here. Detectives say both men claim the opposite, that Logan told her Jesse was in the back. This is where the case shifts from what happened to who guided who.
I hadn't even gone in the house. I mean, I went in that. I went to the living room, but I didn't go into the back bedroom because Willie was already running around.
I'm not sure. So that's when they go in.
Can I?
That is.
Do I have to watch this?
We can stop it if you want.
No, I want to know what happened.
Huh?
I want to know what happened.
While she's watching this, we're going to talk to you last.
No, please don't leave me in here by myself.
Is she just putting on the vulnerable, please don't leave me by myself act to kind of
He's already shot.
to garner
Yeah,
sympathy still like, oh no, I'm defenseless, vulnerable,
Oh my
blah blah
God.
blah. That's probably what she's doing.
There's his phone.
No.
He picked up my gun.
Using mop
And they
here
just step
pretty
over
much
him
has
and they
an effect
left
of
him?
mopping around.
Alright. We'll use a sponge.
Oh my God. So who locked the door?
Saying
Oh,
that
look at
all
the
out
outside.
loud. Oh, now I suddenly talk to myself just because knowing full well the camera is on. Yeah, we know the game you're playing, girl.
He didn't even try to save him.
Come on.
That's crazy as fuck. Okay, he shut off now.
It's off. You do realize this was all over you.
It wasn't though.
It was.
Hmm.
It was.
Then they
Must be
roll
so
the
satisfying
DVR.
for
Even
the
without
guards
audio,
when they can turn
the
around and be
visuals
like,
do damage.
I'm done
Timing,
being friends with you
movement,
now.
body
Here's the
language.
evidence. Boom,
Alyssa
boom,
watches
boom,
the
you're
moment
done.
Jesse is already down, and the men step over him and leave. That's when detectives push the psychological pressure. You do realize this was all over you.
So how are you gonna sit here? You're gonna blame me too, as well as everybody else, because I had nothing to do with that. That has nothing to do with me. The Kobo felt some type of way towards me. That's not my fault at all.
Kobo what?
Kobo felt if he felt some type of way about me. That's not my fault
If
at all.
now.
Well, you're the one that was going along with everything with Kobo.
I didn't go along with anything with Kobo. Kobo knew that I was with Jesse. He knew that.
I understand that, but that didn't keep y'all two from hooking up.
We never had sex. He's never touched me.
Well, I mean, the texts say a few different things. I mean, you made out with
No, I've never made out with him. He tried to kiss me. He tried to kiss me on my bed. He's never made out with me. He's never done like that. And I told Jesse that, and Jesse told him, or he told Jesse that as well.
But we read your messages.
That's okay. That's totally fine.
I'm
I
just
told
saying,
y'all you could. I gave you my password.
And let me just tell you though, what he said is, you know, I've been waiting to do that for a long time, and you reciprocated and agreed. So
Wait, what?
when he kissed you, he said that they had been waiting to do that for a long time or wanted.
I didn't say that.
No, he said that to you, but then you reciprocated
With
by
what?
saying yes. You know, basically that you want to.
No, he asked me another question. I didn't say anything about, yes, I want to kiss you, nothing like that. If you go back to the messages, I don't want nothing to do with Kodo. He knew that I
Be
didn't
like,
want
oh
nothing
no,
to
no,
do
no,
with Kodo.
I
He
didn't
knew
say
I
that.
loved
It's
Jesse.
in
Real shit. I talked about it multiple times, and I couldn't leave him because I loved Jesse. There's no way me and him would be together ever, and he knew that.
Well, let me ask you this.
95%.
Why,
Oh, the roof. No?
when you know
Where's the...
that Jacob came over earlier that morning and confronted Jesse and fired fired a couple rounds into
Because
the
they do that
ground?
shit all the time.
What did I miss?
That's what I'm saying.
They shoot guns at each other all the time?
Have you not met these boys?
I've done this a very long time. I don't know if anybody just shoots guns fucking around with each other.
Jesse and Jacob are not
Oh,
cool with each other
am
all
I
the time.
putting
And then they're cool with each other the next day. And then I'll catch them with each other, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like. Like they'll fight and they'll argue and shit like that, but they'll never like. It's always I've already known Jesse before you. Or I've known Jacob Kobo since before I even met you. So like.
All right, but then y'all come back to the house before all this happens after the first one,
Yeah.
and
Oh my
you
God, I'd
know
be a dreadful
your old man ain't gonna be happy.
This is the confrontation chapter. Alyssa denies any real relationship with Colville. No sex, no making out. Yet detectives mention texts that suggest romantic tension and reciprocation. That's classic. When your words say one thing, but the digital trail says another, police don't argue feelings. They argue receipts.
I just added more blood.
Hello. And you're sure that when y'all pick the black guy up, because he says one thing and you say different, that there was nothing ever discussed about going over there and not say shooting Jesse, but kicking his ass.
I mean, maybe they talked about it, but he did say, oh, hey, Alyssa, I'm about to kick Jesse's ass. Do you get what I'm saying? Not while I was in the vehicle.
They didn't have they didn't talk in the ride from there back over. I know it's a short ride.
No.
Well, no, y'all went to Patricia first.
Yeah. No, we listened to music. He's got a system in his truck, or in his trunk of the car.
Who did?
Jesse, or not Jesse, I'm sorry. Jacob has a system in his car that he listens to all the time. It's loud as fuck.
Who gave him a ride away from there after he burned his car up?
I don't know. I didn't even know that he burned his car up until literally I passed by it right on the way out to King told me to get Ashton, which is, anyways, JoJo, my friend, JoJo took me, which we've known for a long time. And the crime scene was still out there. They're pulling the truck or car, I guess, out or whatever. And I was like, I called my mom. You can ask her, because she was like, no, Alyssa, that's crazy. Or you think it's no. I was like, Mom, what if that's fucking Jacob's car that they torched? Because I didn't even know it was torched until Mama told me that they torched it on fire, and then they burned it up.
Then they introduce Bonner's version. Guns in the car, talk about kicking his ass, rage about the window incident, and Alyssa in the backseat mad too. Alyssa tries to minimize it as normal drama, but detectives hear it as motive and momentum. People already in a feud, already armed, already escalating.
And you sure that you didn't set Jesse up? I ain't saying intentionally, but when you went in the house, that you didn't say he's here and then tell, because the video looks like
We'll be very transparent. It looks like you said it's clear that you say he's here, because Logan tells you he's there.
I thought that Logan. That's what I'm saying. Logan told me that he wasn't there.
No, it's clear that you say
he's here,
and then you go out, and then they come in.
Because everybody said that he wasn't there.
I was like, but why would you say that?
Because I was trying to figure out what he was saying. Because he was across the couch. He didn't say it. He didn't say it. The words out of his mouth.
The most dangerous detail isn't the gun or the texts. It's the phrase detectives believe she says, he's here. They're basically telling her the video reads like a setup.
God, look,
even if she claims she misunderstood.
Look, she had to stretch her t-shirt
and
over
when
her
police say
legs.
it's clear, they're not guessing. They're preparing to argue intent.
You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody said words. I swear to God, I have no reason. Well, I do have a reason to lie, but I have no reason to lie. But he didn't say words. He mouthed words. That's all he did. That's why it keeps saying that he said the words. He didn't say any words. He didn't say anything.
Right.
I have not. The dude that I love is gone.
I know. I understand that part.
You do. I mean, you said you do.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I have had plenty of chances to set Jesse up. I've had a pistol myself. If I wanted Jesse to die, I would have shot him myself.
Well, whatever becomes of this, and hopefully nothing else comes out. The bottom line is, whether you want attention or not, you don't play two dudes against each other, because bad shit happened. Well, yeah, you did.
Not intentionally.
Well, showing up there, I mean, that's just...
I told Jesse that I was good.
Don't work like that with guys. You know?
Matter of special breed.
I do love the sass
Oh, we do
these guys.
I didn't think that was...
I mean...
Yeah, and you put that... Yeah, when you put this on the desk.
I didn't think that that's what was going to happen, you know what I mean?
Raise your hand. Do you swear and affirm everything you told us stays the absolute truth, best of your knowledge?
Yes. Well, you can get the... One of y'all come get the pistol from my house.
You can give it to your father. We'll get it another time.
I give it to my father.
They're so done with her. So done.
The ending is grimly procedural. They swear her statement in because this case is now about accountability. Alyssa still pleads innocence. I save him twice, but detectives focus on the pattern, hiding key names, returning with the shooter, shifting details, and a timeline that keeps bending. In court, that's not confusion. That's consciousness of guilt.
Alright. That was that video. I didn't really enjoy that one, I'll be honest, because I mean it wasn't exactly, let me hold on, let me just pop just a game up. The reason I made the video screen bigger there was I didn't really want to go into a new crime location for the crime scene cleaner when there was only like 2 minutes left on the end of that video. That wasn't, I don't know, that video was meant to be, what, oh, sorry, the most disturbing interrogation you've ever seen. It was the most bang average interrogation I've ever seen. Unless I didn't... I mean, yeah, sure, my attention was grabbed elsewhere by, you know, my impeccable cleaning in this game. Did you see that 100%? And the devastating realization that there was more to the crime scene than I originally thought. Yeah, no, that was really boring. The hell. I'd love to hear people's thoughts on it, I suppose. Like, what did I not pick up that was dreadfully disturbing about this? Like, obviously, look, crime itself, this is awful. Nobody should be killing people, especially just because you're in a relationship with one lad and manipulating another, and you know, all that. Oh, it's fucking ridiculous. I judge everyone involved immensely, apart from the victim, of course, but I don't know, that's not the most disturbing. You lied to me, Detective Strange. I mean, a brilliantly produced video. It was still interesting. Please go subscribe to Detective Strange to see more of their videos. But, or even actually, you know, rewatch that video without my distraction and you know, maybe, yeah, see if you've picked up on something that I didn't see. I want to do, I'm playing games tonight, and I'm having fun, and I like cleaning. So I'm going to, before going on to, well, finishing up this game, not this game, this, like, clip of the game, this chapter of the game, I'm convinced there's probably going to be more talking in this game. So before I go look for another video and we set up the next scene, let's send off this fully cleaned, beautiful. Look at that, the 3 bodies packed away. Your man did not give me enough money for this job, but I did steal a lot
3 bodies
more
in my car.
money. So
Is it still me behind the wheel?
Yes, it is still you behind the wheel. Sure you want to proceed? Yeah, I'm done. I even found secrets. I failed with basketball, but I knew that going in, to be honest. I'm not good with that. I have bad aim, hence the additional broken balls I ran into. Let's see what we got. Blood, 100. Yes! Trash, 100. Yes! Furniture, 100. Yes! I said at the beginning of this I was going to be 100% in it. Hell yeah! Evidence, 8. Bodies, 3. Perfect score. That makes up a little bit for the uninteresting crime. But you know what? Some evenings you're chilling, relaxing, you're playing games, you don't, you're not always fully entertained by a video. Or intrigued. Usually the video is not titled the most disturbing interrogation, but file income 9,150. Yeah, see, your man was only giving me 5 grand for that job, so I stole all those drugs. Secrets. Do I get more? Oh, skill point. Oh, XP and skill points. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, from that door. Oh, wait. Yeah, there was that door. So, there were 2. Oh. Darn. Alright. I'm gonna look at this section and be like, yeah. Ignore secrets. We don't need to know everyone's secrets. I'm not there to get strangers' secrets. I'm there to clean. Oh. Okay, force me to see this inadequacy. Thanks. Ugh. God damn. Alright, oh, that's a cute little loading sign. Alright, okay, we're home. Let me find my phone. I have to find my phone and then get a new job, I suppose. And then when we have a new job, ooh, skill tree. When we have a new job, I will find a new video for us to watch together, and hopefully it's more entertaining. Mops gets stayed. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Don't even care about the other ones. That means so much more to me than anything else. Actually, no, I'm alright with the cleaning speed for now. Sponges. Oh, yeah. What's this? Increased strength. No, this stains. How many? Two. Ooh. Pressure washer. No, not yet. Tools. Garbage can. Carry the basket in one hand while collection. Is that not what I do? Oh no, I'm unlocking this. Ooh, yes! What's this? Additional... No. It's UV lamp. No. Water. General. Increased duration of... Oh no, I don't really care about that. It weakens nearby... Now I can punch things. That's okay. Oh, I was the one leaving footprints. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, whoops. Okay, I won't walk on blood in the future, but garbage can, yeah. Ooh, okay, I have one more to spend. Maybe increases duration of cleaner set. No, already said no to that one. Axe, nah. Step ladder. Yes, because roof. Ooh, skins. Oh. Do I have anything else? No. Okay, well. I just sort of, it's not, I don't know. New. Yeah. Oh. Alright. I hate notifications. Reminds me too much of, like, work emails, all the unread ones. Alright, finding my phone. Oh. That's me? Alright. Not bad. Am I getting evicted? What does the bedroom say? Oh yes, sick daughter. That is the motivation for doing this job. Not just passion for the cleaning, you know.
Sorry to bother, but I have some good news and some bad news. Bad news first, Rob's boss, Big Jim, found out what...
Oh, doggy!
And he's the scariest guy.
Big doggy.
But
Big doggy.
here's the good news.
Scritches.
He's not mad at all. In fact, he is so cool with what's happened and is impressed by your skills, he'll probably hire you. So, yeah, good luck.
Cool.
This is insane.
Thanks, Tyler.
What the hell did you get me into, Tyler?
Hey, Scritchy baby. Scritchy, hot pet. Go to bed. Alright. I'm assuming this is my bed. Yeah. Oh. Why? Is there something behind it? No? It's just on it. Oh. Oh, is this... Sir, do you just... sit there and, like... stare at a picture of your wife by your bed? Just, like... Basically... we know what you're doing. At least you're staying loyal. That's your wife. End the day and progress the story. Yes. Yeah. Span wellness. Oh God.
What if that motherfucker finds out?
Oh.
No worries, pals. He's too dumb to suspect a thing.
Loving familia. Just don't chicken out at the last moment, gentlemen.
This was adorable.
Yeah. This
shove it down his throat.
Oh.
Got it in the bag, guys. Big Jim? More like a big pussy.
that was so silly. An ice pick. Jesus, this guy really oh, little angry eyebrow. This guy really just has a passion for the clean. Look at him cleaning his own house. Oh, I lost my phone again. Oh, great. Oh my god, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah.
My name is Jim. Big Jim.
Thought it was Big Pussy. Sorry.
Used to push the product for me. He had this freaky hobby, and I was looking to cut ties anyway, so no sweat.
Okay, well, I'm glad you don't really care, Big Jim.
I'm impressed by what she did in his apartment. That shit'll never look better.
Yeah, it was too clean.
So, here's the deal. You either stop
kept
paying
the leaves
for
on the
me
table.
or have someone else wiping your blood off my shoes. Sounds fair?
Going from underpaid janitor to working for the biggest crime boss in the city. Talk about overnight success.
Where am I going? Oh. Where's my computer? Like Dad's cave. Alright, that makes sense. It's down here. Ah! Hi Dad, I know you're busy working, but I wanted to let you know how I'm doing. It's still weird living without you, but I'm slowly getting used to this place. We have normal classes. What are strange classes? Anyway, there are other kids my age, and some of them are really nice. I think they even want to be friends. I guess it's not as bad as I thought, but I really miss you. Yeah. Hope I can see you soon. Say hi to Dexter. The dog's name is Dexter. Yes. Application for a loan rejected. It's fine. I got like 10 grand from that last job. So wellness problem. Big Jim. Haha. The problem you did at Rob's was commendable. Got a trial task for you and later a real job. Remember, working for me means high pay. Really? Big Jim, you're putting this in writing? But I demand loyalty. Alright. Now let's get down to business. To clean the crime. Take all the supplies you need and head to Mike's Wellness Center. Mike's my cousin, by the way. Really just identify yourself, Big Jim. If you prove yourself, I'll award you handsomely, Jim. Body count 5. Location size 2. And now, I was paid 5 for what I thought was 1 body previously. Now, yes, it increased to 3, but it increased to 3 surreptitiously. So it's 5 grand per body. 5. No, this don't add up. This don't add up. This don't add up. All right. Accept the mission, I suppose. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, I have to exit it. Okay. It's just accept mission, stays, go to the car. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. I have to drive to the location. Dexter, my boy! Little doggy. Doggy. You boy. Alright. Let's head out. And then once we get to our handy location, I'll pop on another video. Hopefully get a more interesting story this time while we clean up the wellness center. There we go. Trouble blood. Start mission. God, why do I have to accept and start? Can I not just... I like efficiency. Press 1 button, the game brings me to the location. Oh, look at that! Full tank.
Night.
Money struggles, but no car struggles. Well done.
Big Jim.
Big
the man you
Jim.
never want to mess up with, or even know in the first place. To kill his own family like this. His name will haunt me until my grave.
You don't sound very haunted. Is it the depression? Is it kind of limiting your feelings?
Mr. Cleaner, are you there?
Yes, Mr. Cleaner. Oh. Yes.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Kowalski. I'm now taking charge of this place as an inheritance from my cousin, so my schedule is a bit tight. However, you can take your time while dealing with his body and this whole mess.
Thanks. I'm getting down to work.
I thought it was getting down
That's
to
what I like to
business.
hear.
Yeah, so don't micromanage me, Big Jim. Let me get in the zone. Alright, I'm going to, before we get started here, Wellness Center, looking lovely. Love those UV lights. You know what, I started out sarcastically, but I actually do really like this pink. Yeah, no, I do like it. That's cute. Alright. Oh, cigarette. Don't have to see now, do I? Is it different? Oh, it's different! It's matching pictures! Oh, that's cool! Oh, okay. Okay, I hope he doesn't change the design. I like this design. Anyway, let me go and pick another video. It's, God, seeing that wellness center for this cleanup section for the game is, giving me PTSD flashbacks for like the one time I ever got a massage. I don't like getting massages or anything like that because I'm not a huge fan of people like touching at me. Sounding more inappropriate than I mean it. Like I literally just don't like people touching me. It's the autism. Fun. But this was like 3 years ago. And like I said, it still haunts me. I was in Turkey with some friends and we were at like, you know, all-inclusive resort, lovely. And of course there's like those sellers that go around offering you different discounts and stuff, probably all overpriced or whatever. But anyway, there was a little like wellness center, massage place, sauna, Turkish bath, on the hotel site, and they were offering like different packages. And me and my friends were like, you know what, yeah, girly day, we'll try it. We've never like had like proper massages, never had like a Turkish bath before. So we go in and now it was lovely. It was a package where like you start off in the sauna, then you get a Turkish bath, then you get a face mask, then you get a massage and like a full body massage, and the massage ends with like tanning oil to help you tan while on your holiday. Lovely package. It was a great hotel, great service, the people were great. But stupid phone notification. But while we were out there, I was with two friends. The three of us had like, it was all going on at the same time, but we had our individual like masseuses. And at the end of the Turkish bath, we were all wrapped up in our towels and sent out to lie on the beds for your face mask. And my two friends, whatever way it happened, they had like 2 towels set out to wrap them up in, to take them out, and they needed a third one. So my masseuse went out to grab the towel, so my friends like walked away into the other room, and I was just kind of standing there in my bathing suit like, oh, what's happening? Because bear in mind, big language barrier. They weren't able to communicate any of this to me. We were all just like chatting with each other in like, you know, shrugs, smiles, the occasional awkward laugh, and like head nods and like yes. And when one came back, I was all alone in the room, no one around me. She wraps me up in the towel. She's lovely, but after she finished wrapping me in the towel, she booped me on my nose, little boop to my snoot, and I did, this was like 3 years ago, and I to this day don't know why my snoot was booped. And I was simultaneously utterly charmed, utterly offended, and like, I just don't know how to feel about it to this day. I'm just booping my snoot. Ugh. it's awkward interaction, and then I just have to go out to my friends when she leaves, like pops to Facebook, I'll leave, I turn around to her, it's just like, I was just booped. I know, she was lovely, but like, I was booped. Alright, video to enjoy as we clean up this wellness spa. Killer couple realizes cops found their murder house. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, okay, here we go. Killer couple. This is body cam footage of a killer couple realizing the cops found their murder house. It's Dr. Insanity. Shout out to Dr. Insanity. I've actually watched a few of Dr. Insanity videos. He's good. Apart from the it is a little awkward sometimes when he's like mid horrific crime telling, and then it like, and this video is sponsored by, it's a little bit awkward when that happens, but you know, valid, everybody needs to make their money. So yeah, killer couple realizes cops found their murder house. Let me bring it up on the screen for you now, and do let me know if I need to move. Oh yeah, I made it big earlier. Oop, sorry about that. Yeah, but pop it like here. Yeah, I'll have it like that. That should be good. And let's start playing.
Step out of the car! Ma'am, move over here. Hands up, please.
Why are you doing this?
Let me ask you this. What did you do to that girl?
Police, anyone here? If anyone's up there, come down with your hands up now.
I think there's blood on this wall.
Focus on this room first.
Yeah. This looks like dried blood.
These cops just found the bloodstains of a missing girl. Samantha Guthrie left her mother's house the previous day, never to be seen again, and her blood was just discovered on the walls of this abandoned house. But the police are about to realize that this is a couple's murder house, and the killers have already fled across town, hunting for their next victim.
Why don't you explain what's going on?
Just my chest. What's wrong?
With no idea who the next victim of the killer couple could be, and with time running out, detectives find themselves entangled in a web of multiple suspects, all tied to the abandoned murder house.
You're looking at some serious problems.
I got nothing to say to y'all. Got my attorney present. Nobody else sitting here. I got nothing to say.
Help us. This is serious. She deserved to be killed like this.
Everything started in November 2018, when a mother called police worried that her daughter had vanished without a trace. It had already been more than a day since anyone had seen 18-year-old Samantha Guthrie, and the cops arrived quickly to take her mother, Joni's, statement.
Hello. What's going on?
I need to file a missing person.
Okay, for?
My daughter.
Okay. How old is your daughter?
She's 18.
Okay, so what makes her missing?
We can't find her. We got a call yesterday saying she was shot in the head, thrown in the trunk of a car, and they took off. The police were called yesterday. They went over to the house that it supposedly happened at. They checked. They said they didn't see anything.
Right. Okay. And where was this supposed to be at?
On Lillian.
Lillian. Where's Lillian at? I've never heard of it.
Little did this cop know, he'd become extremely familiar with Lillian Street, as it would become the site of hours and hours of investigation, and one of the most disturbing crimes to come out of the city in years. But for now, it sounds as though Samantha was murdered, or at the very least kidnapped. But nobody can be sure. All of this information came over a mysterious phone call from someone they didn't even know.
What's the address again?
375
Why would she be over there?
Because she's started getting into bad stuff.
Okay.
She turned 18. She left.
When was that? So that's the house right there?
I don't know what the house looks like.
Okay.
I didn't go there.
It turns out the house that Joni is talking about was due to be boarded up in just a few days. It's in a rough area of town and has been abandoned for months. And as Joni said, Samantha had been struggling heavily. She left home as soon as she turned 18 and instantly fell in with a bad crowd. She was often seen frequenting abandoned houses known to be used by drug abusers and criminals, and she was slowly getting more distant from her family.
Yeah, the Lillian address is vacant.
I know.
And the officers had it boarded up. So, we didn't see no blood, no nothing. To be honest, it's probably very funny.
After this, Joni would give over a description of Samantha, including a distinctive butterfly tattoo on her right arm, before telling the cop one more crucial piece of information.
The name of the person she was last with, the supposed person that shot her.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Sure.
Danny Hamby.
Who? Danny Hamby?
This wasn't a familiar name to police, and the officer still wouldn't seem to be too worried by the situation, but that would soon come to change. Because the very same evening, after publishing a missing persons report of Samantha, a lone man would come to police claiming he knew exactly what happened to her, and would lead police to launch a months-long investigation into multiple people, all connected to the abandoned murder house. But before we get to that, I want to tell you about Surfshark, the sponsor of today's video. Surfshark can help you save money, secure your browsing, and even unlock way more TV shows and movies. Literally save money. And claimed morning after, a very worried man would contact and claim to have details that could either save her life or lead them to her body.
All right, today is Tuesday, and we're here with, what's your first name?
John Marshall.
All right, so we're here to talk about something that happened.
I'll have to search the lockers for evidence as well.
Oh, what's happening there?
Over on Lillian Street back in November 4th.
Sorry about that.
All right, why don't you tell me about what happened that night?
John Marshall was the first of many witnesses in this case, and he got in contact with the cops after hearing that they were looking for Samantha. Apparently, he was actually at the house on the night everything happened, and saw it all with his own two eyes. The problem is, it almost sounds too good to be true. The cops don't know Marshall and can't necessarily trust him to give a truthful statement, meaning they'll have to verify all evidence he gives over. So as Marshall talks to the cops, we'll be keeping track of each piece of information and then following how the cops investigate and verify it all in order to hopefully solve the case and find Samantha.
Sam had been trying to get a ride over to the house for a few hours. I didn't feel like driving anymore to go pick her up, so I didn't pick her up that night. And a few hours later, she showed up from an Uber, I'm guessing, that her dad had.
All right, now when you say the house, what's the address? Okay.
I'm guessing, from what I've been told, her dad paid for an Uber for her to get over there.
Okay.
This is already an easy piece of information to verify. If Samantha's dad did pay for the Uber, then he'd certainly remember that and be able to confirm it. And conveniently, the cops had interviewed her dad a few hours later, and he did indeed tell him that he'd bought her an Uber that night. On top of that, the address Marshall gave was also correct, so it seems that he's turning out to be trustworthy so far.
But I was walking to the Circle K on Copley and Rhodes to get cigarettes and a soda when I seen her and Yoshi walking to the house on Lillian. And about a half hour after I got back to the house, and half hour, 45 minutes or so, Danny showed up and knocked on the back door. I answered the door.
Now, how do you know Danny?
Just in passing.
Do you know him from the house?
Yeah.
And you know what his last name is?
Andy.
Now, things are starting to get weird. That's the name that Joni said could be the killer, and Marshall seems to know him and the people he's friends with.
Okay, was he by himself?
No, he was with Tony.
Okay.
Is what I was told her name was. And that one black guy that I've never seen before.
Okay, do you know what he looks like?
Yeah. I think, what's his name? Marcus? Something with an M, I want to say. Or
What's he look like?
William.
Okay, William. All right, what's he look like?
Tall, about 6'2", 6'3", 225, medium build,
Okay.
dark skin.
So they came up to the back door?
Yeah.
All right, and they knocked on the door?
Yeah.
And who let him in?
I did.
Okay, so you let him in, and then what happens?
They went upstairs and talked to Jody. Upstairs in Jody's room was Jody, Kim, Kate, Sam, then Danny and Tony, and William stayed downstairs.
This is incredibly useful information that Marshall is passing over. He's just given the names of 6 potential witnesses and suspects, and he seems to know them all personally. If this is all true, then Marshall could have just taken this case from no leads at all to almost too much to handle. The only thing the cops need now is verifiable information about exactly what happened to Samantha. That's when the detective asks this question, and gets much more than he bargained for.
All right, so Sam and all of them were upstairs.
Yes.
So what happens next?
I didn't hear any yelling or anything, but music was playing. And Sam came downstairs looking kind of distraught, and she looked at me. I'm like, then go out the back door. Go out the back door. If you know, she kind of looked like she was panicking, so I'm like, leave.
Right.
But she went to the basement, and 2 or 3 minutes later, I heard a little bit of a commotion, and then Sam came upstairs first, and she had like a little bit of a bloody nose.
Okay.
Or a busted lip, I couldn't tell. And she went back upstairs to Jody's room. Danny and Tony followed.
Like followed her or chased her?
No, followed. They just kind of, followed. And 5, maybe 10 minutes later, Sam came running down the stairs. Danny was right behind her, and by the time she got to the 4th or 5th stair down from the living room floor, he shot her in the back of the head.
It doesn't get much clearer than that. Apparently, Samantha then fell to the ground, and the house fell into disarray. 2 men named Yoshi and William then started to order Marshall and his friends around before helping to carry Samantha's body to a vehicle outside. The detective was starting to get a perfect picture of what this case really was, but there was still one burning question.
Okay, is Sam alive?
It sounded she was making noises, but in my past experiences, it sounded more like death gargles, your body's shutting down.
Okay. So she's still kind of breathing at this point.
Yeah, but she got shot in the back of the head by 8 to 10 inches away with a Smith & Wesson MP40.
Okay.
From the sounds of it, Samantha technically survived the shot, but it wasn't looking good. If she wasn't taken to a hospital quickly, she likely wouldn't have made it. But it doesn't seem like the killers were expecting her to live. At least the cops now have a possible murder weapon, a Smith & Wesson MP40. Remember though, the cops have already searched the house and didn't find any evidence of a murder. But given the importance of this information, they decide to go back and see if they missed anything. At this point, Samantha's life hangs in the balance. If they find a single bullet casing or blood splatter, it likely means that Marshall was telling the truth and Samantha is long dead.
Told just pulled up. After police, anyone here? Make yourself known.
These are the steps that Samantha was allegedly shot on, but the cops can't stop to investigate yet. Knowing how hot this house is and how many places there are for people to hide, they have to be on high alert and clear the entire place out before they can even think about letting their guard down. All 3 officers have their guns drawn and are doing their best to stick together should anybody be inside.
Oh, it doesn't help that they see what the police written on the wall.
Clear.
Actor, please.
Black Camaro leaving the parking lot.
By the looks of it, Dad came here.
It It seems like the house is empty, but it's a complete mess. There's no obvious evidence of a murder anywhere, so it's now clear why the cops didn't find anything their first time here. However, Marshall had told them two very important things: exactly where the shot was allegedly taken, and more importantly, that William and Yoshi had actually come back to clean up the scene. That means that any signs of the murder could be extremely difficult to find, but not impossible. In fact, you've actually already seen some evidence that proves Marshall's story to be 100% true. Take another look at the marking on this wall, right below the crack. It's a little difficult to see, but that isn't graffiti. That's Samantha Guthrie's blood. Once the cops spotted this, it all fell into place. Multiple blood spatters that hadn't been cleaned up were found on the walls, as well as the bullet casings that looked similar to the bullets that the Smith & Wesson MP40 uses. Marshall was telling the truth. Danny and Tony were now wanted for murder, and they had 4 other witnesses they could use to track them down and convict them. And in fact, they wouldn't have to wait long, as police were soon called to a house where a girl claimed a couple had chased her with a gun.
Oh god. It's the speed at which all these crimes are occurring one after another that's really surprising me.
This young lady in my back door. And what's going on? You want to step outside and talk? Who's they? Huh? Do you need EMS for anything?
This is Kimberly. One of the girls that Marshall mentioned was at the house the day Samantha was shot. The owners of this home called the cops after she begged them to let her inside as she was being chased, allegedly by some others that frequent the house on Lillian Street. The cops are desperate to know what could have possibly made her this distressed, so they bring her outside to their cruiser to talk.
You're safe now, okay? Why don't you explain what's going on? Who's they? What do they look like?
This guy named Human.
Black guy, white guy?
Black, short.
What was he wearing?
Interior design is my passion.
Black pants and a black short sleeve hoodie thing that like had a hood, like it's straw strip right here, but it wasn't like a hoodie.
Just one black guy?
You know, with a bunch of white guys. I think
a black and white guy?
There was a black guy, 3 white guys, and then a mix. I think I was just running.
Whatever happened to Kimberly was clearly a blur to her, but the cops are starting to get a little concerned. Barely a couple days after Samantha's supposed death, one of the witnesses gets chased by a group of people holding guns. It could just be coincidence, albeit a terrifying one, so the cops ask her why she was in town to see if this could be related to anything else, and they get the most worrying answer possible.
So you're from the Falls, you were visiting a friend here in Akron. Where's that friend at now? And where do you know where they live?
I'm gonna run her name.
What's the friend's name? What's her last name?
Harris.
Jody Harris. Do you know what street she lives on?
That's a guy.
What's that?
It's a guy.
Okay, what street does he live on?
Something's blocking
On what is it? Lillian?
The only reason Kim was in town was to meet her friend Jody on Lillian Street, and she doesn't know anyone else from around here. That's when the cops come to a horrifying realization. They think Kim was just attacked because she was a witness to Samantha's supposed murder, and now they have a terrifying situation on their hands. If they don't track down the killers and all their accomplices quickly, they could be looking at a lot more than just one murder. This case had now become a top priority, and all local officers and detectives were on high alert for any leads that could help them find even just one of the suspects. And that's when they got a potentially life-saving call. A man was claiming that Danny and Tony had pulled a gun on him inside the house, and that the suspects were now in the parking lot outside bragging about killing somebody just days earlier. Cops immediately headed to the scene, thinking this might be their chance to catch the lead suspects behind Samantha's disappearance.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car. Man, move over here. Step out of the car. Hands up, please. Hands up, please. What is that?
Someone was feeling stabby today.
Okay. Put all that stuff down. Put it down.
Why? Why are you
Put it down. Hands on top of your head.
Oh my god.
Stay right there. Turn around. Turn around. Nope. Stay right there. I'm telling you for now, okay? I'll explain to you what's going on in a second. Do you have any sharp on you? Any weapons or anything? Don't reach for nothing. Do you have any weapons on you? Have a seat. Stand up for me.
Huge guy. Probably a bodyguard.
What are you doing with your foot, man?
Swiss cheese with a sharp object.
Blisters?
Blisters and fucking, it's called jumper rock. There's another one right here.
Fully relaxed.
Where at?
Not knowing someone is about to stab him.
Yeah.
Peaceful death. To some extent.
Sit pocket right here.
Okay.
There's a knife right here.
I'll take care of it.
I just want to make sure I got a bag of needles in my pocket.
A bag of needles, you said?
Yes.
So far, this has been surprisingly easy. At this point, the officer had no idea it would actually be the interrogations that'd be the hardest part of this process, but he's enjoying the simplicity while it lasts. Soon, a couple more officers arrive on the scene to help search Danny and Tori, secure them, and collect some information before they're taken away for questioning.
I haven't been upstairs to talk to whoever lives here yet. Okay. When I pulled up, he was in the driver's seat. She was digging in the trunk. As soon as she saw me, looked like she did something, she closed it real fast. I just did a quick pat down to make sure they have any guns on it. But if you guys could try to get a hold of him, figure out what the hell is going on here.
You don't have anything on you that's going to put me through me, anything like that, right? No weapons we need to be aware of? If you do, tell me now.
I actually have my gun.
Oh my god. Where is it at? Is it loaded?
It's not loaded. I only have it because I'm late.
Is it right here on the side?
Yeah.
I don't want to set it off.
I
know.
I never used it before. I just, my mom made sure I took it with me for the package. I'm good one.
She got a gun in her wall. I haven't found his yet.
Where's her? You got a gun?
I had 2 knives on me down there.
2 knives. What's your name?
Danny.
Is it okay if I check your pockets here real quick?
Relatively cooperative.
Yeah, we're not
what
trying
their
to. We got to follow
interrogation's gonna look like.
people with guns, and warrants, and things like that.
Warrants? We have to look at that here a little bit.
Fentanyl?
No, hell no, Lord, no.
What is it?
Meth.
Meth?
Just come around here.
Yeah, I knew a guy.
There you go, good.
Eventually, the officers brought Danny and Tony back to the station for interrogation, and this is where the hard part started for the detectives.
Lieutenant Wynn, Detective Ross.
That was a nightmare to work with. Because he just, like, you couldn't trust him to, like, turn up on time, and everything that we worked with was very, like, deadline sensitive. Like, we worked with materials that would degrade and explode and stuff.
Yeah,
So
right to
we
remain
did-
silent. You understand this, right?
you need to show up on time.
Here,
when
it's
they
important
say
to
you will.
note that Danny thinks he's been brought in just because of the gun incident. At this point, he is unaware that police have him and Tony as lead suspects for Samantha's disappearance.
get to steal,
Detectives
steal,
are doing
steal,
this to
steal,
potentially
steal?
lead him into a fake story or timeline that they can prove wrong later.
You've indicated that you want to talk to your lawyer?
Correct. I don't know what it's about, but I still want my attorney. I know that. I do this.
All right, I don't know what to do about your...
I got 11 numbers. Give me my attorney.
All right, man, I don't know what we can do about your freezing, but maybe get you out of here as soon as we can. How's that? While you're here, can we cover, at least cover something?
You can talk, right? Don't say nothing.
You mind if we get some swaps from you?
Like I said, you can talk, right? Don't say nothing.
All right.
You know, it's here like this, man. I got 11 numbers, 23 years in the system. I ain't got nothing to say. Not my attorney present. Nobody else sitting here. I ain't got nothing to say.
Danny's been in this situation before, and he knows exactly what to do. At the very least, stall the detective's process for as long as possible. He's staying quiet and refusing to speak without an attorney present, as is his right. So the detectives have no other choice but to switch over to Tony and see if she will budge instead.
Have a seat there.
Come on, girl, spill.
I'm Lieutenant Whitten. This is Detective Ross.
Hello.
Hi.
But I didn't know anything about CCW. I never had a weapon before in my life. My mom gave it to me because I was still working here at Liberty. So.
We're gonna read your Miranda rights, okay?
There it is.
Okay. Okay, you understand them and everything? Okay. There's a girl that's missing. And we have strong reason to believe he's involved in her disappearance.
He couldn't do that.
So,
He couldn't do that.
why couldn't he do it?
Because he's not that type of person.
Okay. But like I said, we have a lot of information pointing to his involvement in this girl's disappearance. So what I want from you to know if you've ever seen this girl before, and think hard before you answer. You want to know if you've seen her. Okay, and you've never seen her before, that's true.
They're deciding to be a lot more upfront with Tony and treat her not as a suspect, but more of a witness. It's likely she wouldn't confess to being involved in the murder, but they think there could be a chance that she'd turn Danny in if she thought it meant she'd get away. Unfortunately, though, having been on the wrong side of the law in the past herself, she's not about to help the cops out so easily.
I'm gonna be straight with you. He's looking at some serious problems. And from what you're telling me, if you were with him that whole time the past 3 days, which she went disappeared in the last 3 days. So if you were with him the whole time, you know what my next leap is.
Well, that's ridiculous because he was with me. We were in war.
Think real hard, because this is very important to what happens with you in the future. Okay?
No, I get that. I'm not that stupid.
Okay, hang on, hear me out. So this is not a misdemeanor crime we're investigating. We don't do that, okay? When we get involved, something bad has happened. We know some other stuff went on this weekend, specifically yesterday, Saturday night, at a house in Akron. So I don't want you to get in any trouble with something that you were just along for the ride. But if you're gonna sit here and tell us with you the whole time, you think you're helping him, but you're not. You're hurting yourself. Let me tell you about the house where it happened
You're
at.
hurting yourself, yeah.
We've talked to people that's been at the house. They were all at this house where this girl disappeared from. In fact, something bad happened to her at the house. You know why we know that? Because the guys, we've already talked to him all day. We spent all day talking to him. And he gave us detailed accounts of what happened at that house. So you have to think hard about how you want to handle this, because if you're going to sit here and vouch for him, that can get you caught. That can get you in trouble. You have kids?
Yes,
You
I have
mentioned
2 kids.
2 boys? Okay. What would you do if one of those boys went missing?
Everything I could to find him.
Okay, would you expect people to help us to find him, to locate him?
Yeah.
The route the detective is taking is obvious and would work on the majority of people. He's trying to scare Tony into giving up what she knows so they can get to the bottom of things faster. If she gives Danny up, she might get a good deal with them, but if not, things could end up real badly for her. The most interesting dynamic here, though, is how the detective is trying to use Marshall's earlier statement against her. This happens all the time, but usually they're exaggerating the strength of the evidence or making it up completely. This time, though, they actually have an airtight statement, but Tony simply doesn't believe them. That means she thinks she can just continue to deny everything, and instead of taking a deal for less jail time, she can just get away with no charges. So with this in mind, watch how confidently she denies everything,
So he's like,
unaware
deny,
that the detectives know every word she speaks is a lie.
So,
She's just giving herself
this girl,
murder. He's doing the
family,
smarter thing of not even denying it.
has
He's
been
just
out
not
looking for
talking.
her all day. Okay, but unfortunately, we already know what happened to her. So from here on out, anything that based on what you're telling us, I mean, we're giving you this chance to talk to us now. Anything that in relation to her, what happened to this girl, is going to be attached to you too. Okay? Because we're giving you a chance. But if you want to cover for him, that's fine. I don't
I'm
care.
not covering
It don't
for him, matter. but
It don't matter to me.
That's just.
We're going to move on
I'm
with the
sorry
investigation.
that this happened to that girl. I don't.
We have reason to believe you were there.
That I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't kick it in Akron like that. I just started to come to Akron when I got hired.
We're not saying that it was a every weekend thing, but we're saying that we have reason to believe, based on what we've been doing all day, you were there.
No, sorry, I've never seen that girl in my life.
And we have people that have told us you were there.
Oh, that's ridiculous because I don't know anybody really from Akron.
You know, actually, in addition to the people that we talked to, said that this all started because you and this girl got into some kind of altercation.
I don't know this girl. I've never seen this girl.
Okay, like I said, once we move forward in this investigation, from
She's
what you're telling
really
us,
giving
is
her
with
every
him,
opportunity.
You're going to be attached to whatever we do with him. You understand that, right?
To just give any other story.
Okay, just so we got that clear.
I've never seen that girl.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is either.
You hardly even looked at him.
I looked at him. I don't know who that is.
Well, I got to know him, so did Detective Ross. We got to know him a lot today. We spent the entire day with him.
And what's his name?
And, well, that's not important. You don't know him, so what difference does it make?
In reality, Tony is extremely familiar with the man in the photo, as he's the man that helped load Samantha into her car. That man is Yoshi. Conveniently, Yoshi, whose real name is Dylan, had just been brought in on unrelated warrants, and detectives couldn't believe their luck. One of the main witnesses, possibly even an accomplice, had been brought right to them without any effort whatsoever. The best part? Dylan wasn't the hardened criminal they expected. In fact, his interrogation was unlike anything you've ever seen. Not only is it truly heartbreaking, but it was actually key to putting not one, not two, but 3 people behind bars for Samantha's murder.
Oops.
Help us. This is serious. Did something bad happen to her?
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
She's a young girl, man. No. What happened to her?
I don't know. I just found her a couple of days ago.
Oh. Completely
Help
missed
us.
it.
Help us.
Our
You see
solarium
something
guarantees
bad?
a very even tan all over the body. Please enjoy it to the fullest.
More like a very balanced barbecue.
Not
experience.
5 minutes into the interview, we see an emotion painted on Dylan's face you don't often see in the interrogation room. He's holding back tears, trying to hide his face, and is exhibiting a type of stress you rarely see in criminals. He's terrified and devastated at the same time. After all, he's just 19 years old. He shouldn't be caught up in all of this. The detective picks up on this immediately and wants to figure out precisely why Dylan feels so strongly about all this. They spend some time discussing simple details, with Dylan deflecting pretty much everything. But this whole time, the stress is building up in Dylan, and 15 minutes later, the detective notices that he's on the verge of completely breaking down, and he decides to exploit this perfectly.
What did you see?
I told you what I saw.
No, I think there's more that you saw. We need your help. She deserves to be killed like this. Help us. What if this was your family member, your sister? Hey, there comes a time where in your life where you have to make a right decision, do the right thing. We need your help.
She's actually dead.
Sorry for what happened, ma'am. We don't think about it daily, but the human body is such a soft machine.
That's what I'm talking to you.
Oh, story.
Did you see something that happened to her? If we talk about it, you're gonna feel like the weight of the world is off your shoulders. There's only one thing that makes a person get this emotional. That's if they saw something bad.
I remember a couple of days ago when we were talking, we were having a good time, and I don't know why.
Don't know why what?
Why I feel so close to her.
So you guys said, well, you're close to the same age, right? You felt a connection with her? Because you maybe had the same problems growing up and stuff like that?
Probably.
What did you guys talk about? Just life and stuff like that?
Yeah. But listen to music as well.
Did you guys listen to? You guys like?
She played music, and I don't really prefer music. I just like the white noise.
It's tough, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we're here.
I think we're fine until this point. Not talking about it, not thinking about it. I mean, I was thinking about it, but what were you thinking about? Just that this person that could have been a potentially good friend, or maybe, I don't know, is not going to be that person.
No, there's maybe you can help her. She may not be here, but that doesn't mean you can't help her.
Help her what?
Let's find out what happened to her.
There are hardly any words to describe what Dylan must be feeling here. He was clearly born on the wrong side of the tracks and fell in with a bad crowd. He also clearly loved Samantha, which is really the biggest tragedy of all. Over the dozens of interrogations with witnesses that were conducted, detectives realized that Samantha was murdered over a small disagreement with Danny and Tony. It was needless, senseless, and ruined countless lives, and Dylan is unwillingly right in the center of it all. The detective gives Dylan a moment to calm down and work through his emotions. Then he tells Dylan that he has one more chance to tell him what happened, bring peace to Samantha's family, and get to the bottom of this once and for all.
I was on my way out. Sam came
That's
back
a piece of work.
I guess his girl or someone came in with her. They were yelling at each other, arguing, yelling towards the direction of downstairs. She turned around, came back, either slapped her or put something on her cheek or something. I don't know. And she went downstairs. And while she was on the stairs, turning that corner to go down the rest of the stairs, he followed her and held the gun up, shot. I don't know where he hit her. He only grazed her. She fell on the ground at the bottom of the stairs. I had to carry her out to the trunk.
Did you make you do that? Did you make you carry her out to the trunk?
I wasn't not going to.
She was Mike's wife, apparently.
Still had the gun out at that time?
Planning a coup.
But I mean,
Jam
that's not what had me do it. I mean, there's a body in the living room and blood everywhere. So we got on the furniture. Or I got on the furniture. Tore up the carpet. Cleaned up the woody floor underneath.
Where's the carpet at?
Gone.
On where?
Burned.
How'd you get all the furniture out of there?
I moved it.
What did you do once it was outside?
It wasn't outside, it's all in the kitchen. Still in there? Probably.
Everything Dylan has said lines up perfectly with not just Marshall's statement, but the evidence too. Outside, the detectives found a fire pit where something had recently been burned. They surmised that this was a carpet with all of Samantha's blood on it. And inside, right at the bottom of the stairs we looked at earlier, a large area of carpet and drywall are missing right where Samantha was shot. However, that's where Dylan says his involvement ended, meaning he can't answer the single most important question that the detective still had. Where was Samantha's body? For that, they told the cops to turn to the fourth and final suspect that the cops had had since the very beginning, William, who Dylan said left in the car with Danny to hide Samantha's body.
Our concern is obviously mostly for the family. I think you're probably feeling that way too a little bit. Whatever this girl's relationship with her mom and dad, she has a mom and dad, and they want to be able to bury the kid. We know she's dead. I know you're probably wiped out. We're wiped out. We've been at this since 9 o'clock this morning, so we're wiped out too.
But what's the correct?
And I understand you're having some issues as far as where you guys actually were at. So we want you to try at least think about where you guys with the body in the back of the car.
I remember going back home and going up to the and unfortunately it's just the way that I was laying down on the back
You were like actually physically laid down, or you
Yeah,
were
like
just
I
kind of
was-
relaxed?
No,
Like
they
this?
yeah.
You were all the way out.
They wanted me to lay low. Like, I was crunched up, I was down. As I thought, they wanted me to lay down in the bag and they wanted me to see where we're going. And I really thought that was it for me, really.
William was happy to cooperate with the detectives, which made their jobs considerably easier. The only problem is that he didn't actually see where they drove. He was forced to lay down in the back of the car so nobody saw him in the car from the outside, so he might not be as helpful as the detectives initially thought. However, he was able to tell them that they didn't travel for very long and gave a description of the area where they finally hid the body.
Was there like a lot of, was it a rural area? Was there a lot of
it was
residences, or-
getting more rural at that point. Yeah, I remember just a lot of before we got to the place with the fenced off area where he pulled in, where he wanted to just take her body to. I just remember that, like a lot of taller trees. I remember seeing a lot of orange, a lot of the fall colors. It's really popping out. Like it was just really, really bright because there's so many trees. So I knew we were getting more. When I popped up to get out of the car, it was just like a 2-lane road. Not really marked. Just a 2-lane road. I didn't see any cars coming in.
It wasn't the most detailed description ever, but it turns out it was all they needed. A few days later, an officer mentioned they might know an area just outside of Akron that matched the description, so they sent out a patrol car to search the area, and sure enough, they found it. Samantha's body, lying amongst the dirt, not even buried, just dumped out in the open. Immediately, they were able to identify it by the butterfly tattoo on her arm that her mother had mentioned all those days ago. Their search had finally come to an end, and her family could finally make peace. The only question now was what to do with the suspects. The detectives clearly named Danny as the murderer, with Tony having a large role in the murder too. However, despite how helpful William ended up being, the rest of his interview and other witness statements implied he had a lot more to do with the murder than he initially let on. So he was charged with abuse of a corpse and tampering with evidence, with a sentence of 10 years. And the court had to decide on the fate of Dylan, the 19-year-old. They decided that he shouldn't have been involved in this, and given a second chance, he might be able to get his life back on track. So he was charged with tampering and obstructing, but he was only given 5 years of probation. As for the killer couple, Tony was given 16 years for tampering with evidence and obstruction of justice, and Danny was charged with murder and abuse of a corpse, and given a life sentence with the possibility of parole after 24 years. Thanks again, Surfshark, for sponsoring this video. Head over to surfshark.com/insanity or click the link in the description for 4 extra months of Surfshark at an unbeatable price.
Alright. Okay, well. Oh, no. Did not mean to just
You see where she did it?
start that next one.
This
Oh, actually, hold on. Teen Killer 4. Actually, this is another really interesting one, and it's relatively short, so it might bring us another 40 minutes. I'll be finished this section there, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, look at that. You know what? The YouTube recommended is doing very good. Oh, actually, is this? I think this.
saying she's pregnant too.
I think this
Take a
is
deep
Dr.
breath.
Insani again. Shout out, subscribe. Oh, bless her.
This woman was just informed that her daughter, Tiara Harris, was shot in a gang-related incident and is in critical condition.
They just were shooting, and the blood just started dripping from her head, like shooting a mother ambulance. Like I can't even talk right now, bro.
Her boyfriend rushed her to the hospital, but sadly, it was already too late. And the worst part, Tiara had nothing to do with the shootout. She was an innocent bystander. A simple mix-up left an innocent, pregnant mother of 2 dead, her children now motherless, and her family absolutely heartbroken. The police now face a grueling investigation. However, with everyone involved supposedly being gang members, catching the killers would prove to be much harder than anything they'd done before. We've been in touch with Yolanda, the mother featured in this video, and are proud to share that half of the video's profits will be donated to the Akron-based charity First Glance Student Center. At 7:29 p.m. on April 14th, Akron Police Department would receive multiple calls reporting dozens of gunshots being fired out of 1492 Rockaway Street. Witnesses would describe what seemed like a gang-related shooting with multiple cars speeding away from the scene, one being a silver four-door Chevy. Police managed to quickly track down the Chevy, following it as the driver sped across back roads in Akron. However, the Chevy wasn't actually running from the cops. It instead would pull over somewhere that concerned the cops even more: the hospital.
There's someone in the car still. Yep. Hey, hold up. 5807. 5807.
Go ahead and shut the car off. Shut the car off. Shut the car off. Here, go ahead and put your hands on top of your head, all right? Nope. Hands on top of your head. Step out. Step up.
Well, do we have someone checking High Street?
All right, man. Here, step back here to the back of the car. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
With the incident being reported as a gang-related shootout, police would assume the man driving the Chevy to be a gang member, meaning he would be very unlikely to talk to them. So instead, they decide to stop him in the back of a patrol car for later interrogation. As this was going on, dozens of additional 911 calls would ring in, witnesses would arrive at the Akron Police Department to give their testimonies, and more cars would arrive at the hospital. Most importantly though, 4 miles away, a young woman would be placed in an ambulance under critical condition, with a bullet wound to her head. Turns out all of this would be connected to a large group of reckless shooters. It's at this point that we need to step in. This is one of the most complex and mysterious cases we've ever covered, so we need to break down some details first in order for you to fully understand the case itself and how well the police handled every single step of solving it. At 7:22 p.m., a car arrived at 1492 Rockaway Street carrying a number of people who started hanging out with some friends on the side of the road. This group included Javier Small, Lanier Worthy, and Jonte Smith. Everything seemed fine until 7:29 p.m., a black vehicle reversed into the street carrying Tiara Harris and her boyfriend George. Her boyfriend recognized some of the people on the sidewalk and wanted to back up and say hi to them. At that very moment, on the other end of the street, 3 men emerged from an unrelated vehicle and started firing bullets.
Were the 3 people that he was saying hi to in on it? Or is this just
These men were Zaire Saunders, 17-year-old Antonil Whitaker, and Darion Rackley, all affiliated with the gang BBM, a notoriously violent gang active in Akron at the time. There was also the driver of the car, Jeremiah Williams. Their shots scattered the group on the sidewalk, with everyone running for cover. In the panic, Jonte and Javier drew their guns and began to shoot back. Bullets went back and forth, and everyone went into a panic as they realized their lives were at risk and a bullet could strike them at any moment. Seconds later, the dust settled, and the BBM members Zaire, Antonil, and Darion fled the scene. However, a grueling silence would ring throughout the street as Tiara's boyfriend, George, realized Tiara was the sole victim of the shooting. With BBM splitting up and running in different directions, George flooring it to the hospital, and everyone on the sidewalk either heading inside or preparing to head to the hospital too, cops would begin the grueling task of figuring out what just happened and who, ultimately, was the one that fired the killing shot. Now that you understand exactly what happened, we can join the police as they try to figure out what just went down and how to solve the developing mystery. Remember that all the cops have received at this point is a phone call alerting them to the shooting and a description of the silver Chevy they've just pulled a gang member from.
There's another victim that's at we don't know where that victim's going to go. There's a possibility that victim may be deceased.
Yeah, they got shot. Okay.
They got. Someone's got to go check, probably.
Probably.
Two of the officers ran over to the front of the hospital and discovered Javier Small and his girlfriend in complete distress.
He can't go with you in that room.
Because she's got to go to get checked out. Hang tight.
As it turns out, another girl was also hit in the shooting. That being this man's girlfriend. Luckily, she was only shot in the leg, but he was still extremely distraught and horrified about the whole incident.
Bro, I'm on house arrest.
Oh, and he can't go with her. Oh, bless.
I gotta go to the house with my girl, bro.
We'll get you. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back and tell you after. She's gonna be fine.
I don't know, bro. My girl just got shot, bro. No.
Despite how distraught this guy is, he was a passenger in the Chevy, which they just found multiple firearms inside of. So police promptly arrested him.
Hey, Palpy, we'll take him over here.
Across town, however, there's someone in a much worse position. Tiara Harris, the passenger in the black car.
Can I open it up?
I'm trying to.
You gotta do it? Alright. They're saying she's pregnant too.
Okay.
How pregnant is she? How far along? 2 weeks. Okay. 2 weeks.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
44, there is a firearm.
Am I allowed to ride in the car with her though to the hospital?
Not right now. I'm sorry, man.
Bro, y'all niggas got shot. I mean, Jesus got shot. Bro, just in the car, just driving down the street in Kenworth, driving from over there, and they just was shooting. None of the glass broke, but she wasn't like moving or talking. So I just brought her, and the blood just started dripping from her head, like, bro, we see in the hospital, she's caught up, the ambulance, like, I can't even talk right now, bro.
Tiara was immediately rushed to the local hospital, and her boyfriend George was brought in for questioning. He wasn't a lead suspect, but police did find it odd that he just happened to arrive at the site of a violent shooting right as it all went down. He would claim to be innocent and actually provide a detailed description of everything that went down that night.
You turned off here, so
no, I didn't. I came this way, and I said, "What y'all got? Like, what y'all got going on over here?" Like, I'm like basically saying y'all good.
Right.
As soon as I said that, somebody from down here got to just shooting a gun that just kept shooting. That's all I know. But I didn't hear nobody.
So you're right there, and then you heard that. How many shots did you hear?
Man, I can't even recall. It was a lot. And then as soon as I
so you were facing this way?
No.
You literally backed all the way on.
Say I'm coming down here in this Rockaway. Like, this would be Rockaway.
Okay.
Now I backed up.
Oh, so you backed, so the back of your car was facing that way?
And I'm like, is y'all, I'm like, what y'all got going on? Like, I look out just like that.
Like out the window?
Like, as soon as I even, like, it should have been me, like, you feel me? Because I'm the one that looked straight out the window, like, are y'all all right? Y'all good type stuff.
The cops asked him why he was even there in the first place, to which he just said he knew a couple of people on the street and that he had absolutely no involvement in the shooting. He's claiming that when he peeked out the window, his friends mistook him for the shooter and began to fire bullet after bullet directly at his vehicle. According to him, it wasn't an accident, but a misunderstanding, making the whole situation even more tragic. With George's statement, they were a little clearer on the whole situation. But they'd made no progress into actually solving the case or tracking down the real perpetrators. That was until they returned to the scene and spoke to a number of witnesses who had watched the entire event take place.
It was 2 African Americans. Where were they running? Young kids. They come from back there across this backyard next door and out the driveway. All black. He had a face mask on and had a 9mm. And then the other one had a semi-automatic rifle, and they were almost to the corner of the house running this way, and they both jumped the fence. Like when the kid he jumped maroon hoodie jumped the fence, he dropped the semi-automatic rifle at the driveway. I was just out back cutting some stuff, and All I heard was just a barrage of bullets, fully auto. It wasn't 3-round burst, 4-round. It was fully auto.
Coming off fast.
Oh yeah, hot and loud and fast. And then I saw 2 guys when I was out back. I could see through the backyards, through the fence. I saw a silhouette of 2 guys running up towards that street, returning single shots as they were running away.
Okay.
There's casings up here.
Oh, you found something?
Yeah.
I got more.
Okay.
How many did you hear? You think?
It was like 30.
Like where all these cones are at, probably that amount?
30 or 40. But this happened over there all the time.
Where's over there?
Right there, the house right there.
I heard a lot of gunfire, but when I first heard it, I thought it was a backfire because I saw this car sitting over here where all the cones are. He had his lights on. So I thought he was working on a car and it backfired real bad. Then I saw them loading people into cars to take them to the hospital, and I knew it wasn't, because this has happened so many times before. I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Right.
We can't go outside, nothing.
Even with all this new information, though, the cops are only slightly closer to figuring out what happened. They were now at least able to confirm that one group of shooters rolled up and started the exchange before another responded, causing a huge exchange of bullets throughout the neighborhood. But they still had 2 major questions. Who were the shooters, and how was Tiara involved? Well, the cops had just spotted another witness that might be able to answer their questions. A woman who was actually on the street the moment the bullets started flying.
So you don't live here?
I'm not even from here.
Oh.
I was visiting.
So who owns the house?
Anitra Johnson.
She is? Okay.
She was out to eat when I called her.
Okay. Everyone's okay though, right? The kids?
The kids, yes.
Yeah?
The kids
Okay.
are okay. I got them in the back watching TV.
Okay.
There was another girl outside. I think she got shot in the thigh or the leg. I think they took her place in the hospital.
Okay.
She definitely got hit.
Okay. So what did you see?
I'm sitting outside. To be honest, we are family. So we're all outside to pray wrestling, like act like we hitting each other and stuff. Next thing I know, just heard these gunshots. I'm like, all right, we got a BB gun. Come through shooting.
Yeah.
And it was like, pow, pow, pow. It came through again. So I'm running up, I didn't even know where the gunshots was coming from. I'm running up, trying to grab the kids. They came through twice.
Okay. Did the house get hit at all?
I mean, I don't even know. Is that a bullet right here? I don't. Oh, I don't know. I was really just trying to grab the kids.
Is that?
You said it. So what? They got out. They got out of a car.
They didn't even get out of the car.
Or they just started. They were hanging out.
They were hanging out shooting.
Did you see how many by chance? 3 of them. Okay.
Now it's starting to sound a lot more like a drive-by shooting, notoriously one of the hardest types of crimes to solve, especially if the vehicle was stolen. The cops are starting to lose confidence that they'll ever find Tiara's killer, but then they decide to ask one simple question.
Ma'am, do those cameras work?
I believe so.
Okay.
She's on her way home.
Oh, she's okay. Perfect.
Get the cameras.
There were CCTV cameras on the property, and as soon as the homeowner got back, they'd have access to the footage. So in just a few hours, the cops were able to put together just enough footage to understand exactly what happened. Remember, we already know all of this, but for the police, this was huge. Now they had a detailed timeline of the entire incident, including at what time it went down, how many people were involved, and which vehicles the suspects used. This would be very useful in the coming interrogations in terms of verifying their suspects' claims and pressuring them to confess. Police finally had a solid piece of evidence, and right as their case had started to build some substance, their biggest lead yet would step out right in front of them.
I have video of them carrying the girl that got shot.
I can put it on an SD card.
And that's not the same one that was at
She'll send her a link and then she can just upload it from there.
Right after they took off.
Not only had they seen the entire thing go down, but as soon as they heard gunshots, they started recording. They managed to get this clear footage of a man getting into the same vehicle spotted at the shooting just minutes earlier. Now all they needed to do was track down the car using the visible license plate, and they'd have their first lead suspect. But with that said, these kids were no strangers to running from the police, and the officers would begin the hunt to find these evil teens.
God, just...
While all of this was going on, police had another, perhaps more nerve-wracking situation to handle. Tiara had passed away, and her family had no idea.
Oh no.
currently not letting too many people in the hospital. Let's step over here and see where all these cruisers are.
My car, okay?
Where's your car at?
I'm right here because I
This
didn't
one
know.
or this
what
one?
was Right here.
Okay. What's your daughter's name? You're here for your daughter?
Tiara Harris.
Tiara Harris. Let's say have you stand right here next to the sign. We'll have someone go over and talk to you, okay? Take a deep breath.
Is she okay?
I don't know the names of who they are currently, miss.
Just listen to the cop's tone here. He knows just how bad things are looking for Tiara, and he absolutely doesn't want to break that news to her mother yet, especially when he sees just how emotional she's starting to get. Tiara's autopsy showed a single bullet struck her in the head and remains there. While tragic, this information would allow police to identify the exact bullet type and then gun used to shoot Tiara. If they could find the owner of this gun, they would be able to match it to the bullet, and justice could be served for Tiara and her family.
Hey, come here!
They got a bunch of people showing
That's
up.
my son and my nephew.
Okay, well, listen, they can't go in. It's going to be you.
Y'all go in the car. Go in the car.
They telling us to wait outside.
I know. I'm going in. Go in my car.
The entire family is in distress, with her mom shaking and doing everything she can to stay strong in front of her kids. It's truly a nightmare situation, and it only got worse from there. At around 8:30 p.m., they were informed that Tiara didn't make it. A bullet to the back of the head had ended her life, sending her family into complete grief and agony. Now, police knew that they absolutely had to catch the people that did this to Tiara, or risk letting down her and her entire family. At this point, police had 6 different suspects on the run, all tied to the shooting, and they would eventually manage to track down and get interrogations with all of them. Their start came in the form of a Facebook post by someone named Jeremiah Williams, described as a member of the BBM gang. Apparently, the post consisted of him bragging about being at the shooting and escaping without getting caught. By using his Facebook profile, they'd find his address and pick him up for interrogation. With Jeremiah also being a supposed gang member, he too would prove to be extremely difficult to break. However, by using expert methods, police would actually get him to break completely, to the point where he actually started to cry.
Well, he's human. He's human. Stupid.
Yeah, that's true. How's it going, Jeremiah?
Pretty good.
Sorry for the wait, man. I'm Detective Smith. This is Detective Davis.
Oh.
Nice to meet you.
Why do I keep doing this?
All right, and so the reason why we have you sitting here talking to us is we need you to think back to April, this incident that happened on Rockaway. Remember this? This young lady got shot. You remember hearing about that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so during our investigation, your name's been coming up. Do you know about where you were that day, if you can? Or
I was definitely at home.
Apparently, Jeremiah also has an alibi, and even gives multiple names over that'll attest he wasn't on Rockaway that night.
You're at home. Yeah. Where was that at Amherst?
Amherst. This was right before my mom moved to Louisiana. My best friend, Rob, talked to her sister. The girl that died, her sister, Dayani or Diane or however you say her name. My best friend Rob was like in the kind of little
dating.
Yeah, with her sister. And it was crazy. We got on Facebook and it was all over Facebook. Her sister had got killed and stuff. And my mom was like, "Ain't that the girl that came over here the other day?" And we like, "No, that was her little sister."
Has her little sister reached out to you guys or anything?
We haven't talked to her. I don't talk to her at all for real, but.
So you were at your house on Amherst?
Yeah.
Was there anyone with you that day?
My mom.
What's your mom?
My mom's name is April.
However, the detectives know this to be untrue. They know he was at the scene from the Facebook post he made. They know he did it, so they want to get a confession, or even better, some information that might help put more people in handcuffs. The thing is, they're initially going to find that a lot harder than they'd hope.
But also,
I have to ask, do you recognize this car?
Yeah, this was the car that was in that video. That's on Facebook.
So you remember it? Have you ever been in this car?
No.
Do you know who drives his car or owns his car?
I don't know him by like name, but I know who he is. His name like Pa or something.
Pa?
That's what they call him.
Do you know, can you describe him?
That's funny because I don't even really know what he looks like. Like,
I mean,
every time I've seen him with a ski mask on.
Okay.
Like, I've never seen him outside of a ski mask.
Okay. All right. Tell me a little bit about yourself, your past. Like, have you ever been in trouble or anything?
Yeah. I'm actually right now. I got probation.
So, like, just a weapons possession charge is all you got?
It's like carrying a concealed firearm in a motor vehicle.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Jeremiah is making a conscious attempt to give as little information over as possible while still trying to seem cooperative. He's smart. He doesn't want to completely close himself off, as that'll make him seem guilty, but he also doesn't want to give up any vital information. The cops ask him who was there, where he was sitting in the car, even questions about the guns, but he refuses to speak, and he's starting to seriously frustrate the cops. But all this talk of courts and investigations doesn't seem to be getting them anywhere at all. So instead, they switch gears. They're going to be as direct as possible and give it to him straight. That's their last hope at getting him to crack.
This is how they make him cry.
What do your friends call you? Do you have a nickname or anything?
Jay.
We're just getting to know you, man.
Oh, Big Jim.
Obviously, you can see that you're not a bad person. Just the vibes I'm getting.
Yeah, for sure.
But you're in here talking to us for a reason. And it comes back down to this incident. You being honest with us is what we'll be able to work with you. We know that you were there. And we also got your DNA in this car.
If I've been in that car, I would tell you guys I've been in that car. I don't have no reason to lie or no reason to put myself in any trouble.
Your role in it is the driver, because we know you're the driver.
Okay.
Really what we're looking for is why. You're already being charged with the incident. You explaining your actions and what really went down is just going to help with your role in this. We know you didn't pull the trigger, but you not being honest with what went down is not going to help you. It's going to, the prosecutor and the judge and jury are going to look at someone who's not remorseful.
Drove over there and they start shooting.
So they told you to drive over to Rockaway?
Yeah.
Who was sitting where in the car?
In the front, and Zebo sitting behind me, and then Pa sitting on the door.
Oh, good.
It worked. The cops actually got a name. It was a nickname, but cops could eventually tie this back to a man named Zaire Saunders, who would be interrogated later. This was huge. They'd actually gotten a gangster to tell on one of his partners.
Well done.
But they weren't done yet. They knew he still had more information, and they weren't going to stop putting on the pressure now.
We got to go back to who was in the car with you. I know you know Zebo. Pa, you say you just know him by Pa. Do you know his real name?
Next job.
Okay. And the third person, you're saying how often have you seen him? Would you be able to identify that last person by a picture?
Jeremiah physically looks defeated. He's avoiding eye contact and is hunched over. He likely never saw himself giving up the names of his partners, but that's exactly where he found himself. The cops, however, are over the moon, even managing to get descriptions of the people he doesn't know the names of. They ask a few more questions before leaving him alone for a minute to prepare their next move. However, on their return, they didn't expect to see Jeremiah, a once tough and unbreakable gang member, to cry because of what he'd done.
Would you say
Is this his first kind of crime?
His first name was what?
But I suppose.
Is this
Of
him?
course he's crying. They didn't go into it, maybe.
He wants some tissue.
Expecting to kill it. Pregnant woman.
I need a verbal yes or no if that's him.
I'm not being sympathetic to them. Just understanding.
If this is the first time you've seen a gang member cry, you're certainly not alone. But it actually happened again in the detective's very next interrogation. While these cops were busy talking to Jeremiah, a breakthrough had been made outside of the interrogation room. Remember this footage recorded by a civilian witness earlier?
Yes.
Well, after 5 days of investigation, they actually managed to track the car down, enabling them to take in another suspect.
Yes!
Antonio Whitaker. police would quickly realize that Antonil might be even more important than Jeremiah as a suspect. He's a supposed member of the BBM gang, and believed to be one of the suspects that initiated the shootout. The thing is, he's just 17 years old. Since there's still some information even Jeremiah couldn't give them, they figured they might be able to scare him into giving up everything he knows. And their first idea is an unconventional but possibly extremely effective method: a call home to mom.
Skill tree.
Hello, Ma.
This is really, really serious now. You need to put yourself wherever you was and get to telling with your part as much as you can, because you can't take the blame for this, and this was not you. You shouldn't be sitting here. They know it's your car. You can't get out of that. You better than this.
Antonil doesn't even seem to feel like following his mother's advice. Despite the fact that they know it was his car, he's claiming that someone else was actually driving it that day. And even more unfortunately, he'd forgotten exactly who. Listen to his story and see if you believe it as much as the detectives do.
So you saying you were at home? No, wait, like the whole day? Someone took your car somehow, brought your car back, gave you the keys back or whatever, and then so you could take your sister home. That doesn't make sense, man. You know a jury, you know a judge. They're not. I'll be honest with you. I mean, what you're giving is not even a good statement. It's not even a good lie. That's why it'd probably be easier for you to tell the truth.
You see, about an hour after the shooting, Antonil was confirmed to have used his car to pick his sister up from an event, meaning it was clear that he was still in possession of it. But that didn't faze Antonil, and despite how many questions police asked him, he refused to give up anything.
How this works, you
The
might know
youngest
this
of them
from TV, but
being
it's kinda
the
accurate.
strongest in the
We're gonna compare your
interrogation.
DNA to the DNA on the shell casings that we collected on scene. Is there any reason your DNA is going to be on there? Because if there is, you've got to explain that. You said, I'm sorry, you said no, or I don't know. Who got in the car with you at all? If you're saying your DNA is not going to be on those shell casings, right? And you're saying you weren't driving. Who did you let drive your car?
I should have updated this.
But right now it looks like it's on you.
They're trying to force a confession out of him by telling him that if he'd been in physical contact with any of the evidence tied to the murder, they would find out and he would get sentenced. And they're not lying either. When you touch anything at all, you leave behind skin cells, sweat, small hairs, or even oils that can quickly be traced back to you. Meaning, if Antonil had touched the car, the bullets when loading his gun, or anything else related to the murder, police would find out. However, as of now, detectives haven't had the time to run these tests to confirm if his DNA was present, meaning they couldn't pressure him to a confession, and they'd have to wait until later. So in the meantime, they move their attention to the next suspect. Remember the man Jeremiah gave up to the cops back in his interrogation? That was Zaire Saunders. Once they had his name, they tracked him down and arrested him. And he would prove to be even more helpful than Antonil and Jeremiah combined.
Did you know of or hear about that young lady who got killed?
Yeah.
Did you know her?
No.
We don't think that she was the one meant to be hurt. And I mean, based on what we're seeing. But unfortunately, she did get obviously hurt. Her family's hurt.
Right.
You know, when we did that search warrant, we got your phone.
Yes.
Okay. And we downloaded your phone. And your location is putting you on Rockaway that day. No shit. What happened that day, man?
I shot a pistol. You shot a pistol? Yes.
Well, he
This
shot
seems
it.
like a breakthrough.
Wow.
He's just admitted to being a part of the
yeah.
shooting, and it
Whoa.
seems that all the detectives' work has just paid off. But they're not quite there yet. Of the 3 shooters, 2 did indeed use pistols, but one of them was actually yielding the extremely dangerous automatic rifle that can be seen clear as day in this footage here. Instead of jumping this fence after the shooting, the man with the rifle fled directly down Rockaway Street, and that's the direction
God,
Zaire's
it's just
phone
pure
shows him
panic in their
running.
bodies
The
in
good
this
news
video.
is
It's just
that clears
pure-
Zaire of being the man that killed Tiara.
There's no
After
logic,
all,
there's no
she was killed with a very specific pistol round. but that does put him directly in the spotlight of being the man with the most dangerous weapon, and one that is directly lying to the cops right now. And they're not about to let him get away with that.
But he is not in possession of a shirt.
Shooting a rifle. Is it this old that holds, 2 rifle rounds? Like,
I mean, it ain't just. It is big.
Oh.
Does it have a stock on it? Like something.
Why
that
are
is
all of
modified?
these are gang members, and they're all just like giving up the info.
That single
quite
piece of
surprising.
information resulted in Zaire actually getting the highest sentence out of anybody involved in the case.
He
Just the
looks like
use
he's
of such a
given up
dangerous
completely, though,
firearm
just the way he's
actually
sitting there.
increased his prison time by somewhere between 10 and 15 years.
But then
he
again,
still
I
doesn't
suppose
know
maybe
that
their
yet.
gang would be
He's
like,
still
"You
under the
killed
guise that
a
if he helps
pregnant
the detectives
woman. We're
out, he
not
might get a
gonna-
better deal. So
not gonna
not only did he tell them where to find the
let you
rifle
be
he
kind
used,
to
he
you.
also gave up one of the most vital pieces of information the cops had received in the entire case.
The group BBM. I just know they call it BBM. For real. BBM. Yeah.
Zaire just told the cops the name of the gang that was involved. A huge piece of information that will help them track down every last individual that was part of this attack. Now the detectives have just one more final question that'll hopefully put together the final pieces of the puzzle they're looking for.
You've been extremely helpful throughout this whole interview. You helping yourself out too.
He's
you gotta ask.
looking at himself.
Whose idea was it?
I know for sure it wasn't mine. They just around. So we'll just say, yo, it was my dudes. But you got different dudes, and you got different, like, that's how they is. But like, they ain't say it right then and there. They said it on Facebook, like. But they was like, I knew they was talking about me. They just didn't say it directly to me, but I knew they was talking about me.
He just gave up the group chat where all of these shootings supposedly were planned. With this, police simply had to cross-reference the names in the group chat with the supposed shooters on the CCTV, and the names that had been mentioned in previous interrogations, giving them enough evidence to sentence all 6 of the shooters.
Yes!
But unfortunately, this wasn't the resolution they'd hoped for. After examining all the weapons confiscated, it would turn out that none of them were a match to the bullet found in Tiara's head, meaning they still couldn't tie any specific person to the actual murder. However, there is one puzzle piece we haven't told you about yet. The one that would solve this entire case. Watching the CCTV footage, it's clear that there is one man that directly shot at Tiara's vehicle. If you follow this man, dressed in all black, back through the CCTV, you can trace him all the way back to the driver's seat of this black truck. A black truck that, until now, the cops were completely unable to identify. But then, they received one final piece of footage from a witness, allowing them to track it back to the owner, 44-year-old mother, Kia Brown. Police realized they had to interview her, knowing that whoever was driving Kia's black truck that day killed Tiara Harris.
Hey, how you doing, ma'am? Good. I'm Detective Smith. This is Detective Davis, back in police.
Hi.
Hey, we wanted to talk to you or whoever is driving, who drives this truck, reference that incident that happened up the street. They were being shot at. And we're finally trying to catch up with them. Looked like a couple males. And have you heard about this?
I heard about what happened on the corner. This is my truck, but my son was driving.
It wasn't Kia, but her son driving the car that night. And after running his name, they'd find out he had ties to a rival gang of BBM. So the detectives had Kia call her son and hand over the phone to the officers.
I have some detectives here right now. The day that we were moving in, the incident that happened around the corner, they would like to speak with you. Do you have a moment? Can you go on break?
How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Good. I'm Detective Smith. I'm with Detective Davis with me. Hey, what's your name before we get started, bud?
Lanier Worthy.
Lanier. All right, Lanier. How you doing, man?
Worthy
So
of
listen, man, I won't keep too much of your
nothing if
time.
he's after
We were
shooting.
wondering if we could talk with you and your mom maybe in person at some point, and we wanted to talk to you about that incident that happened up the street. We know you're over there, so we were hoping you could help us, actually. You're not in any trouble. We're actually hoping you could help us. Would there be a good day for you to...
Risky just call him like that.
Yeah, Sunday the 8th. Can we do it anytime after 2:30? Okay. All right, man. We appreciate it. We'll see you at 3:30.
That's risky because
All right,
that's
buddy.
giving him a chance to like run.
And just like that, they had an interview scheduled, and this was the final suspect at the scene that they hadn't yet spoken to. The man suspected to be the driver of the black truck and the man they think shot Tiara.
Dad, how you doing? What's up, man? Appreciate you talking with us. So, I mean, obviously you know why we're here, about that incident that happened up the street. So, we just wanted to know your perspective. That happened that day. What did you see? That type of stuff. You can run us through that day?
I was standing in the driveway. I'm on the phone. Then I heard shots. I got down, ducked. Then when the shots stopped, I heard I ran to the car.
When the shots started happening, you ran and got in the driver's seat. And then Teen got in your passenger seat, right? Okay.
That was it. Lanier had just told them he was driving the black truck that day, confirming he was the man in all black that drove the truck and hopped in the Chevy. He was the man that fired the bullets. So they decided to ask him up front.
I'm about to ask you something, man. I'm about to ask you from your parents. I'm sorry, but I gotta ask. Did you shoot that day?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Even though he said no, police already had all the evidence they needed. The car tied to him, his ties to the rival gang, and finally the video of him shooting at Tiara's car. So they arrested him on the spot and brought him in for interrogation.
Yes.
What's up, man? Here? Here you come.
Am I able to have a lawyer with me right now?
What's that?
Can I have a lawyer with me?
You can
Like
do
the
whatever you
only
want, man.
one that's
I'm
asked
not here
for
to...
one.
Okay. Are you saying you want your lawyer? You don't want to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But in the end, this wouldn't matter, as when they arrested and processed him, they managed to confiscate his gun. And after analyzing the forensics of the bullet inside of Tiara and Lanier's gun, it was a match.
Yeah.
Lanier had fired the killing shot.
Yes.
After 5 months of investigation, all the puzzle pieces were finally in place. In total, 7 people were charged in this incident. Zaire Saunders was charged with involuntary manslaughter and 4 counts of felonious assault and was sentenced to 35 to 40 years. Antneil Whitaker and Jeremiah Williams got 20 to 24 years on similar charges, while the 4th assailant in this group, Darion Rackley, got 34 to 40 years. It was confirmed Antneil's DNA was in fact found on various bullet casings on Rockaway Street, despite his claims in the interrogation room. The next 2 to be sentenced were the ones who shot back at Zaire's group after being rolled up on. They were Javier Small and Jonte Smith, who were sentenced to 4 years and 2.5 years respectively. Lastly was Lanier Worthy, Tiara's actual killer. However, as of this video's upload, he's still awaiting sentencing. Tiara and George were not involved in any of the gangs in the shootout and were found completely innocent. At long last, Tiara and her family could finally be at peace. Half of our profits in this video will be donated to the Akron-based charity First Glance Student to help prevent incidents like this from happening again. The second half will go towards the making of our next video.
That's lovely. Okay, hold on, I'm stopping this. I want to, I need to know what happened to him. Hold on, let me go get his name again. Hold on, because this video is from a year ago. So if I'm trying to find out if I can get more. Oh, I need to know what he got. No, I don't see anything. Oh, God, see, that was an interesting video. That's, I'd love to know your thoughts on this, especially if there's anyone out there that lives in similar areas where, like, gang shooting like that takes place, because God, just a stray bullet, a bunch of young men, teens, stray bullets. Sorry, I grew up in Ireland, and like, I mean, I grew up in a dodgy area. There was crimes, but guns, I mean, I also grew up in like a farming area, so like there were shotguns, but nothing I've just never experienced being, you know, living in an area where gang violence is so often happening, just blatantly broad daylight out in the street, guns blaring. That must be such an awful existence, such a heavy weight to bear, just walking outside with that being a risk. This poor woman and her kids, she's pregnant. God, I am fair play to all of the guards for getting this. Jesus. Wow. Alright, well, you might have noticed that I paused the game as well. Well, I paused, just left it hanging. I'm tired. It's 10 p.m. here and I haven't had dinner yet. So I am going to stop playing games and settle down, but I hope if anyone ever watches this, I hope you enjoyed it as like nice little bit of background noise while you're doing another hobby. I very much like cozy games like this as well, so if you have any suggestions for like similar style games, not cleaning, because this fills my appetite for like a cleaning style game, because I know there's obviously like power washer cleaner games and stuff like that, but just like OCD sorting games like that I love, so please let me know if you have any recommendations. Also, if there's any recommendations for other like videos or yeah, stuff on YouTube that is really interesting to watch, because I'm always looking for stuff. So thank you, and I hope you have a lovely, cozy, cuddly, warm rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.